and talking sometimes a difference in 1,000 kids in high school. So, but a year ago we really had a struggle trying to find teams around this area to play us. We were coming off 12-2 and 9-4, and people don't want to play you sometimes. So we'll continue to look next year in terms of realignment, trying to find 5A. But if we have to play a 6A, then we'll figure out a way to compete with them.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low on inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
Hi, I'm Kirby Kaysen, President at First Financial Bank. Please stop by and see us, whether it be for a commercial, consumer, mortgage loan, or new account. We have a huge array of products to make your banking easy and convenient. Whatever your banking needs may be, our team is here to help. We are proud to be a strong bank committed to our community and our customers. At First Financial, it's you first. Eat 'em up, cats. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on KSAM.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Thanks for joining us this evening. We'll go down to the field for our country's national anthem. A beautiful playing of our country's national anthem as we are almost set here to have football night tonight. And Brian, again, it's good to be back up here in the booth. We're still working through a little preseason jitters. It's not the preseason, though. We're started, man. The first couple of weeks, of course, didn't have a game there and finally got back on track. Played the second game of the season versus Willis in that victory. And then again here tonight, back at it in Huntsville. Really trying to work on some things. Their defense, it's a young defense. They struggled a little bit early, as did the offense, but they caught their groove. Huntsville tonight in their green jerseys and green pants. They're wearing the white helmets with that beautiful Rockin' H logo on them. And, of course, making their way down there to the field tonight, the team captains, Calvin Simmons, who was the Defensive Player of the Week last week, alongside Justin Butcher, who was the overall MVP last week. You'll remember Butcher had 3 scores, 2 of them through the air, and then ran back that kickoff return. So Justin Butcher's had a phenomenal early season just through one game, expecting him and Calvin to continue to do big things.
Absolutely. You know what? Justin Butcher looked just terrific last week, and Jalen McClain in that running back spot looked good. But that defensive side, you're talking about Calvin Simmons, man, he had a great year last year, starting off with a great year this year. There's going to be some really big things come from that young man. I mean, he has put about 30 pounds of muscle on since last year. And some other guys here on the defense that had a really good opening day. Carson Grisham had a great game, and people like Nemo Winfrey did really, really well. So a lot of these young men are starting off strong and fast and making some good plays. I anticipate a lot of the same thing tonight. Kingwood Mustangs, they're 0-2, but don't take them for granted. You can never take anybody for granted, especially a 6A club. They're going to be talented. They're going to have a lot of depth. But I'm expecting big things out of those Hornets again tonight. 12
minutes on the board. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. When we come back, we will close out our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff, and we'll have the Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup when we come back in 30 seconds.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at ksam1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Hornet pride lives here on KSAM, your hometown radio station.
We'll go ahead and get to the early kick right away as it goes from left to right. The Kingwood Mustangs kicking this one off, and it's a short kick that's fielded on the right side by Huntsville. They'll start this on a good field position here, starting from around their own 41. That's an excellent way to start this ball game.
Yeah, I don't think Kingwood wanted to really kick off to Justin Butcher. I mean, they kicked it short, and, that's what they were trying to do. Nemo Winfrey picked it up. Hornets going to start off on their own 42-yard line, first and 10, man. So they're going to have great field position. Again, Rob, as we talked about in the pregame show, I'd really like to see A.J. Wilson establish himself early, throw some balls deep, have some big plays, get the crowd into it early, get these players fired up. And if that happens, oh, man, look out.
A.J. Wilson is the starting quarterback, of course, tonight. We'll start here, first down and 10 from his own 42, moving from right to left. Wilson will pitch it on the sweep. A little end-around action. Goes back over to Justin Butcher to the right side. Butcher has room across the 40 now to the 30. 35, 20, down around the 15. Still on his feet as he stutter-stepped the defender down to the 10-yard line. What a play there. A little trickeration right out of the gate for Justin Butcher and the Huntsville Hornets.
Well, right off the bat, a little just end-around flip and off to the races they go. There was nobody from Kingwood expecting that play to happen. Trickeration play, as Rob said. Huge pickup on first down. Huntsville Hornets.
Juwan Giddens, a sophomore running back, is now behind A.J. Wilson to the right on a 1st and 10 from inside that red zone here. The handoff will go to Giddens. He's trying to find some daylight as he smashes his head through a defender down to the 3-yard line on the left side.
Well, Juwan Giddens, man, he started last week, Rob, and this young man played a heck of a ball game, and he's getting some playing time tonight. That ought to go and show you, the backfield depth the Hornets have with McLean and Gedden, unbelievable.
It was a Moak and Moak attorney at law first down moments ago. Now, of course, inside that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. The Hornets looking to come out here early. 11-11 to go, no score as we are underway here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Wilson under center. This time will hand off. His back diving in. Did he get in there? Matthew Tatum, the junior wide receiver with the touchdown and a handoff.
Well, that's how you do it right there, Huntsville Hornets. In your first 3 plays, go ahead and punch it in, make a statement, and they certainly did that right there.
It was a 3-yard run again by Matthew Tatum, who is listed as a wide receiver, but we see him come in and play running back from time to time, and a nice start here as Christian Avalar set for the MRC Creekside extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick through the uprights, and good. And the Hornets have an early 7-0 lead. That touchdown brought to you by the Trophy Case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get that Hornet spirit gear at the Trophy Case. We'll step aside and take a break for 30 seconds. More Hornet football coming up when we come back.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on KSAM.
Hey, Brian, you know what time it is, all right? Let's go back to the booth here really quick on this kickoff because, of course, touchdowns, the scoring drive recap brought to you by our good friend, Miss Ashley Hooks of Hooks Family Farm. Today she brought us cookies covered in the preserves, man.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
So I know you're going to be picking out, but we're going to get back to the game here as Huntsville leading it, and we are back underway here tonight. As that kick will sail deep into the end zone, and Kingwood's going to field this one from inside their own end zone up across the 20. A nice little return here as I thought maybe they'd take a knee, but they decided to take this one out up to the 22-yard line.
Well, that was, that's a little nerve-wracking if you're a Kingwood Mustang fan. That was about 4 yards deep in the end zone. It was dropped. He picks it up, takes it out, and he gets kind of a good return out of it. Ends up on their own 22-yard line. So Kingwood's going to start their first drive of the night here on the 22-yard line.
Kingwood in white jerseys. They are in that navy blue, kind of a dark purple-colored pants. The numbers in that same color. Helmets also in the blue-purple with the white stripe. And Quarterback here in shotgun, 1st and 10 from his own 22. Handoff will go, bouncing around as a running back, Nick Burnell. And Burnell, the senior, gets it up to the 28-yard line. It's a nice little run of about 6 or so on 1st down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Burnell was going to take it ball up the middle. There was nowhere to go, so he bounced it outside, and he picked up about 6 yards on the carry. That's a nice little run.
Hornets have 4 up front on the defensive side. 1st and 10 for Kingwood on their own 22. And, getting in the backfield and making a tackle right away. The Hornets stop him on the run, and maybe a loss back to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's Christian Hall on that tackle, and guess what, Rob? He is a freshman, and he was in the backfield, read that play perfectly. What a great stop by that young man.
Part of the young defense that we've talked about. It is call it 3rd down now and about 7. As quarterback will step back, pressures, he gets drilled, delivers the pass to his receiver. Nowhere to go there, though. Not many after the catch, and boy, Trey Reese, the quarterback, he's a junior, took a hard hit. And we should see a punt here by Kingwood. For now, they're standing out here, Brian. I'm not sure what's going on. The marker shows 4th.
Yeah, certainly they're not going to try to go for it here this deep in their end. But, he's going to probably drop back as a punter.
That's what I would expect to happen here. They do line up to go for it on a 4th down and 4 as it stands. Maybe just trying to draw the Hornets off sides. 13 on the play clock. He'll stand here, and it is a little pooch punt, as you talked about. Actually, a pretty decent punt here. Nobody back to field it for the Hornets as it will drop and rolls back. Nice punt, as it turns out, inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. So the Hornets scoring on their first possession. Defense holding. We'll have the second possession for Huntsville coming up in 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at Texpress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? Texpress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
That got it here, 1st down and 10, as Wilson will throw in the flats to the right side to his receiver across the 20 to the 21-yard line and out of bounds. It'll bring up 2nd down and long here. That reception was on the way to Cam Cole. A nice grab by Cam Cole to pick up a few here. 2nd down and a long 7, it looks like.
Yeah, good catch there by Cole. It's just a little hitch route out on the far side. He takes a step, comes back, ball's waiting on him, catches it, goes up the field a few yards. Not a bad play to get started.
8:44 and ticking here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Hornets lead 7-0, 2nd down and 6 from their own 22, moving from right to left. Wilson in the gun, passes over. This time it goes back to Tatum on the left side. Tatum trying to shake through a few defenders, and he's got enough for a 1st down across the 34 down near the 35-yard line. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Matthew Tatum tonight.
Well, Tatum is the younger brother of several Tatums that have come through the program and have done an extremely good job. Great athletes. Father happens to be one of the assistant coaches on the team, and you are going to hear a lot of his name tonight.
Well, that is enough for a Moak & Moak attorney at law. Hornets 1st down. A.J. Wilson in the gun, trips to the right, one receiver down to the left. He has his running back offset to his left from his own 35. Wilson empty backfield now, airs this one over left side, trying to connect with his receiver, Justin Butcher, and that time it was just out of the reach of Butcher, incomplete, out of bounds at the 35.
You know, I like the call on that. Again, that's something we talked about earlier. It was a simple go route down here by Justin Butcher, which means just take off and run as fast as you can downfield. A.J. Wilson lays the ball up, let Justin Butcher run under it. He was covered pretty well, but I like the call.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete from the 35. Wilson in the gun, 2 receivers to the right, 2 down to the left. As Wilson in the gun from the 30, gets the snap. Here's the handoff to his back, lowering his shoulder, and across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. The running back on there, Jawan Giddens.
Yeah, Giddens was just going to try to go around the end, and it looks like, Rob, he may have slipped and kind of lost traction, but You know, they're going to that young man quite a bit tonight.
Giddens will remain the running back on a 3rd down and long, 8 now. The Hornets on their own 37 on the left hash, moving from right to left. Wilson in the gun, calls for the snap, steps back. He's chased over to the right side, over his shoulder, connects with his receiver at the 42. It's short, though, had to get to the 45 for the first down. And threw that one right into the arms of Cam Cole, so it'll bring up a 4th down and a short 2. And, Brian, we'll see with the Hornets and how they play. They may go for it here on this 4th and 2 in their own territory.
Yeah, it looks like they are, and Coach Rodney Southern is very aggressive, and, you know, they're up by 1 score. You know, they're 2 yards away from the first down. Go for it.
Now Tatum lines up here, actually 2 backs in the eye, in a tight formation on a 4th and 3. The handoff will go to Tatum as he ping-pongs his way. He's got the first down, baby, on the right side. Oh, what a play, and Tatum has it. How about that for the Hornets?
I love it. I love it. Their aggressiveness is coming out in this game, unlike last week where they started off a little slow. Tonight, totally different story. They are putting it to them early.
It's another Moke attorney at law, first down for the Hornets, leading 7-0, 7:15 to go here in the quarterback club first quarter.
A.J. Wilson, Rob, had such a great fake there. It looked like he may have kept the ball himself when he rolled out, but boy, Tatum went around the other side, picked up the first.
2 receivers down to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson, again, the handoff to Tatum as he found light on the left side now, across the 40, down to the 30. Tatum to the 20, and he finally goes out of bounds at the 13. We'll call it around the 16-yard line. Matthew Tatum has been simply on fire tonight here for the Hornets.
Boy, the Hornets have just unleashed the swarm tonight to start this ball game off, Rob. 3 running backs, Jalen McClain. All 3 of these guys are just, Tatum is doing a great job, and then, you know, you have Giddens just lighting it up, man. They've got choices everywhere.
Justin Butcher on the field. Now we'll see Carson Fuller, the senior wide receiver. He'll run on for Tatum. A.J. Wilson in the huddle. They've got 10 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry here. It's first down and 10 now inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Down to 2. Wilson under center. The pitch goes into the backfield. Has his running back across the 15 at that line of scrimmage, and finally lowering his shoulder. It was Justin Butcher down to the 14 on that left side.
And one of the things last week, Rob, that was very impressive about this Hornet offense was that O-line. Those guys, let me tell you, they did some great pass blocking last week and some really good run blocking, and it's just fun to watch those big boys up front win those battles.
Trey Taylor, the senior tight end, is out there now for the Hornets on a 2nd down and 7 from the Kingwood 15. Wilson under center, hands off in the eye, goes back to Justin Butcher, and he's bounced around and got read like a book on that play. Butcher will actually lose about a yard, back down to the 16-yard line. Good defense there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Butcher was going to the left side off the guard tackle gap, and the linebackers for Kingwood plugged that hole pretty good. Nowhere to run there for Butcher.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 after the 1-yard loss. Cam Cole will line up as a receiver to the right alongside Trey Taylor, part of a triplet package now. One lone Hornet to the left is Justin Butcher. Wilson stands in the gun on the 21-yard line. The ball at the 16 on the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield in the flats will go to the left side to Juwan Giddens, and he stopped immediately. Nothing there for Giddens, and a nice tackle there for the Kingwood Mustangs. It was Joshua Pelfrey, the outside linebacker, making the stop.
Yeah, Giddens again slipping. That's the 2nd slip for him tonight as he's trying to make a cut. I'm not so sure if the field down there may be a little wet or just what the case is.
Christian Avalar is going to set up here for a field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt for Avalar. He can make them. This ball will rest on the left hash mark. Not really any wind out there at all. They fake it. Pass Wilson. Has a man open. Oh, it's caught for the touchdown. It was a fake field goal. Goes right into the hands of Juwan Giddens. Oh, baby, the Hornets are stinging them early here tonight in Huntsville, Texas.
How about that? Nice fake. Nobody from Kingwood was expecting it. A.J. Wilson rolls out to his left. Throws it across his body. Wide open Hornet receiver. Touchdown.
And Juwan Giddens, 18 yards to number 18, and the Hornets are leading early here now, 13-0, pending the Christian Avalar extra point. That touchdown brought to you by Trophy Case, your destinations for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Spirit gear at the Trophy Case. The extra point kick from MRC Creekside on its way and good, and the Hornets
leading early 14-0 with 5:12 remaining here in the first. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Hornet Football, the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. And Clint, can you tell me why it is you have so much repeat business?
I guess really is the fact that we treat everybody like a family member. We look at our customers as family members, and we've been doing it for the past 26, 27 years.
Now, you get different generations as well, correct?
Yeah, we do. One of the craziest things is when you sell a grandchild the vehicles that you've been selling their grandparents. So 3 generations and going on 4.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
All right, friends, back at it here live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. This season made possible by our good friends at First Financial Bank. And for the second straight year, but I'm still trying to finish that cookie, by the way, from our good friend Ashlyn Hooks over there at Hooks Family Farm. This season, very excited to have a video sponsor who is really helping to make our video coverage possible this year, and really want to thank our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered. We appreciate all that Greg Smith does. That live video, again, powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our hometown experts for celebrating life. Here is the kickoff from Avalar from the 40 from right to left. Booming kick. Another one back into the end zone, and this time Kingwood will wisely let it fall back, and they'll take the touchback.
Well, so Kingwood needs to come back and kind of regroup. They've got to do something. They got to move the chains. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, really. I mean, move the chains, have some pick up some first downs. You know, they're going to have to do something against this Hornet football team, and they better do it pretty quick. You know, to slow the momentum with the Hornets down, which right now looks like maybe an impossible task.
Bring up first down and 10 here. Kingwood will start from their own 25. 2 receivers to either side. Ball resting on the left hash. A quick handoff goes here, and that swarm defense said, no way, baby. Slamming them back for a loss of about 3 on the play. The running back had nowhere to go.
Boy, you talking about that swarm defense, one of the best defensive coaches in Hornet history, Doug Smith. Boy, swarm them Hornets defense. Number 42, Seth Carroll, in on that tackle. Nice play.
And maybe a false start here against Kingwood. Flags fly on a second down and 12 from their own 23. Just a few moments ago for the Hornets, there was a drive that started on their own 18-yard line, capped off by an 18-yard pass to number 18, Jawan Giddens. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. I don't know if I've ever called a sequence where it started on the 18 yards to number 18, Brian. That'll never happen again.
Yeah, it's on 18th Street.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, 18 is going to be the magic number here.
Right.
Second down and 12. Actually call it 17 now after the 5-yard false start for the Mustangs. They'll put trips up to the left, 2 receivers down to the right. Empty backfield here. 3 chasing them. And this one is almost intercepted at the 15-yard line. 3 Hornets came in, had pressure all over the face of the Mustang quarterback, and he almost, it got broken up, Brian, and Trey Reese almost had one stolen on a breakup play.
Well, Kingwood tried to do a middle screen. They had it set up perfectly, but the Hornet defense read it perfectly, and Bud Shelley almost picked that sucker off and went into the end zone with it.
Bring up third down and a long 17 here for Reese. Another flag and probably another false start.
False start against the Mustangs is the call.
Boy, the Mustangs are just having all kinds of problems starting this ball game tonight. With 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter, I mean, they cannot put anything together.
So bring up third down and add 5 more to that, so we'll call it 3rd and 23. Reese will step back here on a quarterback screen design play. The pass goes to the left side and well short, not even close back to the original line of scrimmage. So Kingwood will have to punt this one away with 4:20 remaining. Huntsville leading 14-0 here in the first quarter.
Well, it's going to give Justin Butcher, 1, he's going to get an opportunity to return this football, and 2, that's going to give the Hornets great field position and inside Kingwood territory most likely.
So it will bring up 4th down. Very long here. Kingwood will punt this one away. One back to receive is Butcher. And surprisingly, Brian, this one goes in the direction of Butcher, but it's a short punt. And it will be excellent field position here. Coming up for the Hornets
as they'll have this one on their own 44-yard line or so. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This season, while you're cleaning out your cabinets and closets, remember to straighten up your finances too. Hi, this is Laura with CSCU to help you get started. First, check your statements for any subscription services like Netflix, Audible, or Amazon Prime. If you're not using the service, cancel and save yourself that cash each month. Second, if you're getting statements in the mail, take time to enroll in electronic statements. Electronic statements are more secure, easy to access, and you won't have to worry about mail stacking up on your counter. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA.
All right, friends, back at it here. Hornets have it. First down and 10 from their own 43. Handoff again. Goes to Tatum, and he's found daylight across the 40. Into Kingwood territory at the 30, and finally angled his way to the right side, and he's out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Oh, baby, we've got a running back in Matthew Tatum.
Boy, Matthew Tatum is absolutely lighting it up. But give credit to that big O-line, giving him some holes to run through. I mean, this offense for the Hornets is clicking on all cylinders tonight.
Tatum, with that healthy run, that's enough for a Moke and Moke attorney at law first down at the 30-yard line of the Mustangs. First and 10 for the Hornets. Wilson with two backs, one to either side, two receivers down to the left, one to the right. Wilson pump fakes one, now airs this one over corner, end zone, caught. Was it a touchdown? No, he was out of bounds.
Oh my goodness, what a route, what a catch, but they're going to wave him out of bounds. Justin Butcher on the go route. A.J. Wilson hits him in stride, just out of bounds.
Boy, Justin Butcher was right there, but as you said, Brian, just there on that right side and out of bounds.
I mean, that guy can absolutely fly. He just blew past two defenders for Kingwood. What a good pass there by Wilson.
Second down and 10. Ball remains on the 30. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. A.J. Wilson has Juwan Giddens, his running back, set to his right in the gun, and now maybe a false start here by the Hornets. You know, through that first game, Brian, very disciplined Hornet team, not a lot of penalties. Something that coach has always harped on. Of course, all the coaches talk about that, but here the Hornets with that one, it'll set them back 5 yards to the 35.
Well, you're right, Rob. You know, penalties are momentum killers and all those kind of things. And the Hornets so far this year have done a good job keeping those down to a minimum.
Bring up second down and 15, backed up to the 35. Wilson empty backfield, one chasing him. Wilson trying to shake a defender. He wants to run with this one. Flags fly. There may be a hold back there. As a Wilson elected not just to throw that one away, he tried to take off and run to get back to the 35. But again, there are penalty flags. Carlos Zimmerman has been down on the field. I haven't had a chance to go to him yet. Carlos, down there, can you hear us tonight? How are things going on the field?
Yeah, I got you, Rob. But multiple flags.
And, of course, his microphone isn't going to work. Boy, it's been that kind of night. Scoreboard quit working, Brian. Microphone quit working. Let's just hang it up, man. My good. Nathan and I got here at 3:30. Illegal block in the back here, so that's going to set him back even more. And, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Carlos may have to come in a little bit closer where he's at. I'm not sure why he cut out. Carlos, you still got us down there?
Yeah, I got you.
There you go. Now you're back on.
Yeah, block in the back. It's penalties you can't make stage of the game. I don't know.
All right, so it'll bring up third down and long here. Call it about 20 or so. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get that scoreboard back up for those enjoying the video until halftime. Wilson throws over left side. This time, that's about the first broken up or miscue there with Tatum as it's incomplete on the left side. That'll bring up fourth down and long, and we'll see what the Hornets do here in no man's land.
Yeah, Tatum was running his route out in the flats, and that was on A.J. Wilson. Not a very good pass. It was too high behind him. So they're out there contemplating their next move, and it looks like they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth down. Why not? I mean, you're up 14-0. A big play right here will get you a first down, and here we go.
Yeah, and we talked earlier kind of in that no man's land. So Wilson, empty backfield here looking. Throws this one right side. Got a man down in the corner. This one's up, and it's incomplete. Brian, I think next to me was looking for a flag. Justin Butcher was down there, but from here it just looked like pretty good coverage.
Boy, it looked like it to me, Rob, looked like that ball dropped right in the breadbasket. I'm not sure what happened. Good defense on the play, but, man, that looked close.
Again, the penalties cost him that one as the first couple of blips. And on a 4th and 20, a turnover on downs. We'll give the ball back here to Kingwood.
Well, I like the way they're starting this game out. You know, again, I was wanting to see throw the ball downfield some, stretch the field out, and they've been doing that. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Start this drive here for Kingwood on their own 39-yard line and absolutely drilled to the ground down there. It was nothing on it. A nice play there by Troy Joseph, the senior defensive lineman. He was on the coach's show just on Wednesday night, and he said, you know what, I was on the show, and now I'm going to put on a show for you down on the field.
Well, that was a heck of a hit. I mean, he just smothered that Kingwood running back with no gain. Big hit.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 39 as a quarterback keeper here sliding down, and luckily no flags there because he slid down and got hit at the 40 as Trey Reese took off with it. Only a gain of about a yard, so bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Hornets will bring in linebacker blitz. The freshman Christian Hall on there. Kingwood picks up 1 yard, 3rd and long.
3rd down and long here, and
incomplete pass
to the left side will bring up 4th. They've got to punt this one with where they're at.
Oh, absolutely, they got to. I mean, they're just. And the Hornets have yet to send anybody back deep to receive the kick. Oh, here we go. Justin Butcher just now running out on the field. He's going to run out towards, looks like the Hornet 30-yard line.
So Butcher resting around the 30. Look for that kind of pooch punt kick again. We saw it earlier from Trey Reese. Now he'll step back here. So it's 4th and 9 from their own 40. Reese does get this one away. Butcher not really going to have a chance here as it takes another bounce just outside the 20. And the Hornets will have fair field position to start this next drive. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Stay with us. More Hornet football coming up on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, back at it, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. 1st and 10 from the 22 for the Hornets. And here is Justin Butcher on an end-around sweep to the left side. And Butcher will get it up to the 25-yard line. Seen a little hat trick come out here tonight from Coach Southern.
Yeah, he's pulling it all stops out tonight. And I like that. I mean, that's, you're going to need some of those plays as the season progresses. And if you got a good lead on the team, let's see what you got. The fake field goal attempt turns into a touchdown. I mean, all kinds of stuff like that. Hey, I want to say hello to Harvey Vanacek. He last week watched the game from a cruise ship. Of all places, watched the football game. Harvey, thank you very much. Always appreciate your support.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 6 here. Wilson empty backfield. 2 chasing him on the left side. Wilson trying to cut the angle back across the 25, and he may have just got back to the original line of scrimmage. No, they're going to say he lost 1 yard to the 25.
Well, this is a big 3rd down here. I mean, the Hornets need to do a little bit better job converting on 3rd downs and quit putting themselves in such a 3rd and long type situation. But this is big here because they're way back in their territory. They'll be bringing out the punt team if they can't convert here. But this is a big play here for A.J. Wilson and company.
Brings up 3rd down and 7. Wilson has a running back to his left, trips to the right from his own 25. Nobody back there now. Wilson looking, trying to find an open defender, has a receiver, and this one is caught for the 1st down. Oh, what a pass into the hands of Justin Butcher, and that's good enough for a Moke and Moke attorney-at-law 1st down at the 39.
What a great 3rd down conversion by the Huntsville Hornets. A.J. Wilson rolls out to his left. Justin Butcher's lined up on the right side, does a drag pattern across the field about 13 to 15 yards, hits him in stride, picks up the 1st down. That's how you convert. Great play.
Bring up 1st down and 10 here from the 39. Wilson stands in the gun at the 34. Handoff goes back to his back, bouncing around. And once again, the ball carrier here, Jawan Giddens, a sophomore. And Brian, I think he's got enough for a 1st down to the 50-yard line. It's another Moke and Moke attorney-at-law 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there by Giddens. I mean, these young guys are getting some playing time, and, man, that is invaluable. As they get older, boy, these games they get to play in as freshmen and sophomore, man, that is going to pay off in dividends.
This will bring up 1st and 10 from near the 50. Wilson, a handoff to the right side. Giddens here, and flags flying all over the place. Look for a hold back there around the 50.
Boy, what a great run by Giddens, though, man. Just watching, letting the play develop out in front of him. Makes a couple of cuts. Holding against the Hornets, you're right, Rob, is going to come back. Still, nonetheless, what a great run there. That young man has got speed, but he's also got vision. I mean, you got field vision. You can see that stuff take place out in front of you, man. He is going to be good.
The Hornet fan line is open tonight. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number is 512-522-9105. Let us know where you're listening from and who you're cheering on. And, Brian, that's a pretty big hold. Going to set them back all the way back to their own 40-yard line. So it's a 10-yard variety. Brings up 1st down and 20 with 15 seconds remaining here in the first. High snap, Wilson, the handoff. Goes to Giddens here, and he's slammed down immediately, wrapped up by 2 at the 41. So that'll wind us down as we end the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Hornets leading 14-0. 2nd down coming up when we come back in 1 minute. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Robert Lindeman of Hitt Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hitt Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and technique. We instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit us online at hittss.com. Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is a proud member of the Huntsville community. I am a proud member of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home team. Hi, this is Billy Cawthon, and I'm also a proud Huntsville Hornet football alumni, class of 1999. This year we are celebrating the next generation of Hornet football as my son is playing on the freshman team. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we understand life is about celebrations, and we are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets.
Hornet Pride lives here on KSAM, your hometown radio station.
All right, friends, back at it. Thanks for staying with us tonight. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. This season brought to you by our good friends at First Financial Bank. As we enter the Hitt Solutions second quarter, 2nd down and 18 for the Hornets. They will now go from left to right. Still no wind out there on the field. 12 on the board. And we'll get things underway here with the Hornets leading 14-0 over Kingwood here in Huntsville. So Wilson will stand in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 up top to the left is in motion. Wilson will hand off to Giddens, trying to find that angle on the left side, and he stopped right back at the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and a long 18 coming up.
Yeah, give Kingwood credit on that one. They just, their pursuit angles were perfect. They had everybody going downhill. Giddens could not turn it up, so they strung it out for no gain. Good play there by Kingwood.
It's 11:40 remaining. Clock ticking down now, 11:35 actually and ticking down. And that first quarter, Brian, moved pretty quick.
Well, it did, Rob, and we got to see a lot of trick plays there by the Hornets, which is nice to see, and they worked.
Butcher to the left side, part of 2 receivers up to the left, 1 down to the right. Wilson empty backfield, steps, throws from the 35, connects with Giddens. Giddens has it across the 50, into the 40, and that turf monster got him. A flag will fly at the end of the play. Giddens appears to have enough for the 1st down. That flag was thrown all the way back at the 30-yard line on the Kingwood side of the field, so we'll see if that was something back there on the secondary.
Well, great pass by A.J. Wilson to see Giddens going across the middle at about 5 yards. Hits him in stride, and, boy, that's the 3rd time tonight. Giddens loses his footing, but you're right, late flag there. Not sure what the call is.
We'll go down to Carlos on the field. Carlos, you happen to see anything?
Rob, you got me?
Yep, got you. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Head referee's about to make the call here. Yeah, usually that if that flag's coming in from that side, it's going to be against it's against Huntsville. Wow, it's a personal foul.
Yeah, and that's tough, Brian, because that would have been enough for a 1st down, and that's going to set it all the way back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, if the play has already gone by you, the coaches tell you just don't do anything to stay off the opponent. And, man, sometimes it's hard for these guys to do that. In that particular case, that cost them big.
And it did. That'll move it all the way back now to the 48-yard line. So they're going to spot it, though. And here's the good news. I mean, they'll take it back from the spot, Brian. So instead of it being third down and Conroe, it's going to be third down and about 12.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. And that's going to be a big help for the Hornets there.
And that will take us to our very first timeout of the game. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds on a University Heights Hornets timeout.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
All right, friends, back at it here. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. 11:02 to go here in the second quarter. Hornets leading 14-0. Brian, some great sponsors as always, helping to make this season possible. Had a lot of them this season.
Oh, we do, Rob, and thank goodness for these great sponsors. First Financial Bank, you first, and Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is our one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville and Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our number one priority.
Back at it here as Huntsville on a third down and 12. Now bring out Kyron Lee, the junior running back. Two receivers to the left, two down to the right, split. Ball on the left hash mark. Moving from left to right. It's an empty backfield. Wilson, though, being chased here, able to elude one, throws over, and this one is incomplete. That may have bounced off the back of a player or tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete. We'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that was third and 12, and they had a safety blitz on, Kingwood did, and A.J. Wilson had to roll to his left, tried to throw the ball downfield. It looked like it, like I said, bounced off of Kingwood's head or they knocked it down, whatever it was. But that's going to bring out the punting unit for the Hornets, and Kingwood is fixing to get the ball back.
And this will be the first punt of the night for Huntsville. I believe it's Christian Avilar sitting back there at the 35. One back to receive for Kingwood is Ty Boatwright, the wide receiver, and he'll wave this one off. Takes a nice roll down near the 1 yard line. Oh, mama, it's going to stop at the 1 yard line.
Wow.
How about that for Avilar down there to field it was none other than Nemo Winfrey, baby. And the Hornets will have it on that nice punt. They will back Kingwood up to the 1 yard line.
What a great punt by Avilar to get that Hornet bounce. And Nemo Winfrey, what a heads-up play by that young man. The ball almost hit him. He got out of the way. Then he got down to it. He stopped it on the 1 yard line. Buries Kingwood back all the way close to their end of the end zone.
Well, if you're going to get held up and have to punt it, that's what you want to do, and Huntsville took care of business on that. So Kingwood will start their fifth possession from their own one. One back to either side here for the Mustangs in their own end zone. Oh, almost got a tackle back there in the end zone, and the running back was able to leap forward and just get through enough back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. That was Nick Burnell, the senior running back, and that's a big boy down there.
Yeah, boy, but he ran into Calvin Simmons, who's equally as big a boy, who just about dropped him for a safety.
Bring up second down and 9. They gave him 1 from the 2 yard line. Reese in the backfield. He's bounced around, and he's almost tackled back there. That will go about 6 inches from the goal line.
Oh,
wow.
Man. They're trying to run the ball up the middle and just having no success whatsoever, flirting with that goal line. And, man, now it is third, it looks like 11. And, boy, they are in trouble.
Third down. They haven't updated the scoreboard, but yeah, Brian, I would say it is more like 3rd and 11, not 3rd and 10. Reese is backed up back there. He's got one back to his right, trips to the right, one receiver down to the left. Hornets have 4 up front, showing blitz on the left side. Watch Carroll coming up. Here is Reese. He's able to work through that. That's what happens on the blitz, and Reese was able to run it all the way up outside for a first down to the 11. There also may have been a late hit on him at the end of that play as the flags flew. So you bring in that blitz, Brian, and that's going to leave a gap, and Huntsville was not able to cover, and he ran it out for the first down.
You're right. I mean, that's what you do. You bring the blitz in on a quarterback draw. You take it up the middle. There's no linebackers there to stop him. And then just add icing on the cake, you have a late flag come in, which is a possible late hit. not a good play there by the Hornets.
The officials talking this one over.
Personal foul against the Hornets is the call.
It is a personal foul against the Hornets, and man, a drive that started on the own 1 yard line for Kingwood. They will now have plenty of breathing room, especially after the run, and then the penalty will take that all the way up to the 26-yard line on their side.
Wow, what a turn of events there for Kingwood, man. They are counting their lucky stars on that play.
So go back out here, 1st and 10 for the 26, pass in the flat to the left side, has his receiver tight roping on that left sideline and finally pushed out of bounds. A gain of about 5 or so on that play to Riley Stauber. And Stauber, Brian, I believe, did get 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Reese stepping back, throws again in the flat, same play, same formation. Huntsville missed 1 tackle, 2nd one is made. And I believe it was right before the 1st down marker.
Yep, no, you're right. Same exact play. I mean, why stop something that's working? I mean, get through the first layer of defense, man, and you're picking up yards.
So here's 3rd down and 1. This is a test on this young defense. Kingwood on their own 35. Snap back goes to 30. Oh, he goes down! That's what we're talking about. This young defense made a play on the quarterback, slipping around. Reese goes down. And that is the first quarterback sack of the night. And guess who it is? Your defensive player of the week, Calvin Simmons, right there on that quarterback sack made possible by our good friends at Hartfield Flores.
Well, also on that play was number 50, Zaki Fedeyin. I mean, he just came in there. You know, you had the Bobino brothers last year holding that line. Those 2 big, fast guys. But now you got quickness. Oh, man, that defensive line's tough.
They're going for it on 4th and down, and another draw and another 1st down as Trey Reese ran through the gates into Huntsville territory in between the marks at the 49.
Same play they used to get out of trouble there when they were on the 1 yard line, Rob. Quarterback draw up the middle, wide open, picks up the 1st down. Kingwood's best drive of the night so far.
It's under 8 minutes to go here, 14-0. Hornets leading, 8 minutes to go in the Hit Solution 2nd quarter. As Reese in the gun, throws in the flats as he's hit, somehow able to make the connection back to his receiver. Only no gain on the play on the left side. As, boy, Reese took a big hit. He delivered the pass to Tyler Harrington, the sophomore, but Reese had to pay for that one.
No gain for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 10.
Bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball on the Hornet 49, 7:33 to go here in the 2nd. It is the 5th possession of the evening for the Mustangs. This drive started all the way back on their own 1. Reese in the gun, claps for it once, trying to draw him off sides. He'll look back, 10 seconds on the play clock. He's looking at the sidelines. This young man's got to hurry. They're down to 6, now 5. Reese sees it. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He's clapping for it, finally gets the snap, hands off to his back, bouncing through defenders. Still on his feet, he's going lateral to the right, now turns it upfield. And boy, turned no gain into about 9 on the play. That's the big man, Nick Burnell, that we talked about earlier.
What a great run there by Burnell.
There was a flag, though, at the end of that play on the right side, and we'll see if this one's coming back. Carlos, did you happen to see anything down there? I know you're a little ways away. What's going on?
It was on the far side of the field, so I'm not exactly sure. But usually when it flies in late, it usually is against the offense. So we'll see what the referee says. They're converging over there in the middle.
And Carlos, wanted to ask you, how is the temperature down there tonight? Is it pretty hot on the field? They're going to wave it off, it looks like, so no flag. How are things down there on the field?
No flag. The temperature's actually feeling pretty good. A little light breeze from time to time. It's light and variable. Temps been under 80 right now.
1st down, Kingwood.
Not too bad. Appreciate you, Carlos. We'll keep chiming in with you throughout the night. And it's a 1st down at the 40, what are we calling this? 39-yard line here now for the Mustangs. Trailing 14-0, under 7 to go here in the 2nd. Reese airs this one right side. There's nobody down there. Well, there's a ball boy, a little kid down there. He almost caught it. He's getting a nice one.
On the track.
It's incomplete on the track.
Well, that's, you know, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the air so far in this first half. But here in this, towards the end of the 2nd quarter, you know, Kingwood's kind of found those quarterback draws up the middle to work well for them. And, again, this has been their best drive of the night so far.
Yeah, Kingwood again started this one on their own 1. It's now 2nd and 10 on the Hornet 39. Reese in a gun, stands on the right hash mark. 2 receivers to the right, 1 down the left. He'll step back. A little screen drop goes here, and Huntsville read it beautifully. Only a gain of about 3 on the right side. as he delivered that one over to Burnell.
Yeah, that was great defense there by the Hornets. The screen pass is supposed to be set up kind of as a misdirection, but all the Hornet defenders kind of stayed at home, read it perfectly, and there was just nowhere for him to go once he caught that screen pass.
Listening to 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Thanks for joining us here on 3rd down and 8. The 37-yard line. Defense trying to hold the Mustangs. They're trailing 14-0. Reese in the gun, empty backfield. Another draw play. Reese here, though. This time the Hornets read it, and he only gets a yard. So Huntsville not going to fall for it. You know, they fell for it once, then twice, but not a third time.
No, number 44, the freshman Christian Hall on the tackle for the Hornets. Great play there by him. Stayed at home, knew it was a draw. So you fooled me twice, but you're not going to get me 3 times.
Harrington, the receiver for the Mustangs, down on the left side. He'll be joined by, Drew Harrington is a quarterback on the roster, also plays running back. He is out there as a back. And Reese in the gun, 9 seconds on the clock. As Burnell to his right side, 2 receivers up top to the right. Stauber is one of them. Look for a draw play here again, possibly. Yep, there it goes. And this time the Hornets read it again. Back-to-back plays where the Hornets read that one beautifully. And a great tackle on the play. Nowhere to go, and a turnover on downs. It was Zaki DeFayin again with another big tackle.
Boy, what a big tackle. Linebacker Fediin just sitting there waiting on him. Drops him for a loss. Kingwood turns the ball over on downs. A.J. Wilson and company have 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half to do some more damage.
It is the 5th possession of the evening for Huntsville. They'll start this drive in excellent field position on their own 39, moving from left to right. They're leading 14-0 here in the second. I know the scoreboard had 0-0. We had to reboot that while ago. It's been a technical fun house here tonight, Brian. You know how it is up here at these high school games. 5 minutes to go. Wilson, backfield empty, looking, throws over center, and this one way too far out of the reach of Butcher. He was trying to send him down to the meat block, and boy, there was nothing there for him.
Hey, I want to thank one of our sponsors real quick, Walker County Federal Credit Union, and Paula Bear. She is one of the bankers there, my personal banker at Walker County Federal Credit Union. Please pray for her. Our thoughts and prayers are with her as she's going through some battles right now. We're thinking about you, Paula, and we love you.
We appreciate you, Paula, and the Huntsville community rallying behind you on 2nd down and 10 here for the Hornets. From their own 39, Wilson stands in the gun on the 34. Trips down to the right. Wilson elects to keep it here, and he's going to be locked up and only a gain of 1. It was a designed quarterback keeper play, and a Wilson only to the 40. And that'll bring up 3rd down and a long 9 here for the Hornets.
Well, again, the Hornets find themselves in 3rd and long, and they've done quite well converting. And this is another big opportunity because the ball's on their side of the football field, and if they don't convert it, then they're going to have to punt it back to Kingwood, and Kingwood's been on a roll.
So here it is, 3rd down and 9 for the Hornets. 2 receivers to the left. They're on that left hash mark, 1 lone. Hornet down to the right. Wilson, plenty of time, and he overthrew his receiver. Oh, baby, it would have been 1st down, and he just went over the heads. It was too high for Jawan Giddens. And the Hornets here are going to punt this one away.
Boy, Giddens was wide open, too, and the only thing he had to do is drop that ball about 2 feet down, been right in his hands. It would have been a 1st down Hornets.
Christian Avalar set to punt this one away. Remember, his last one went all the way down to the 1-yard line. He'll try to duplicate that again. One returnman back there for the Mustangs. It is Ty Boatwright, the wide receiver. Actually, he's joined by a teammate now. There on that right side. So Boatwright on the left. And then up top to the right is Bruckbauer. Jack Bruckbauer, he'll field it. Bruckbauer, a little sweep, goes back, pitch to Ty Boatwright on the right side, and Boatwright across the 30. He's got room across the 40 and finally corralled up as the Hornets' nest got him, but a healthy return on a nice little flip play there to Boatwright, and he got it up across the 40, Brian. They'll call him down around the 44-yard line. That was a nice return.
Well, it was a nice return, and there was a lot of missed tackling going on down there by the Hornets. I mean, that was he was running one way. They tossed it to him the other way and picks up major yards. Hornets got to do a better job on special teams.
1st down and 10 here for Kingwood, trailing 14-0. 4:09 to go here in the Hitt Solutions 2nd quarter. As Reese in the gun, pass quick in the flats over to the right side, and the Hornets were going to have nothing about it. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. Waylon Zapoli there on a tackle. Called his name a couple of times so far tonight. They gave him 3, so 2nd down and 7 here for the Mustangs. Reese throws, flats again, right side. Boy, his receiver, he eluded 2 tackles and got the first down, had to pay for it. He was upended, but a nice run after the catch there by Andrew Phillips.
Well, Kingwood, they're starting to get a little momentum going towards their direction. 3 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first half, but they're moving the football.
Quick hurry-up offense here. 2 receivers to either side and a wing. Reese throws, right side has a man all open at the 20, and he caught it. No, Brian.
Wow.
He was wide open, could have had that one to the house, and he stepped out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Unbelievable break for the Hornets, because you're right, Rob. He was wide open, nobody within the same zip code of him. And the quarterback throws it out of bounds to him.
Yeah, I think it was over in the direction of Andrew Phillips, and it was a tough break for the Mustangs. The Hornets are breathing a sigh of relief.
Wow.
2nd down and 10. Ball remains on the 43 of the Hornets on the right hash. 3:30 to go here in the second. Mustangs trailing 14-0. Here's a handoff, and no, it's a fake handoff and a pass, and this one is caught. Oh, man, what a play there by Reese as he tricked our eyes. There's a flag way back there at the 50, though. And we'll see who this is on. The officials pick it up. And maybe it just fell out of the pocket.
Well, number 16 to Marcus.
Now it's a roughing the passer. So there's the Hornets again with another play. Undisciplined, roughing the passer, and that's going to move it up even more. So,
wow.
We'll go ahead and take a break here for a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. Stay with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Well, Brian, back at it. Despite the tech issues, now we have tape that's not holding tonight.
I mean, we got wires dropping on our heads. It's a zoo in here tonight, man.
Hey, we're having fun.
Yes, we are. We always have fun.
Welcome back as we come out of that University Heights Baptist Church timeout. 14-0. Hornets leading, 3:24 remaining in the second. But inside the red zone, the Kingwood Mustangs, it's 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line. Reese in the gun. He'll step back, looking, throws left side. This one is caught by his receiver, but he's drilled immediately. The Frank Oliveras Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game so far. Burnell had the reception up to the 6-yard line, so he'll pick up 2, brings up 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Yeah, Carson Grisham in on the tackle on that play, but man, Kingwood is, they're threatening here with just a few minutes left in this first half.
Reese will stand in the gun on the left hash mark as running back Burnell next to him. The handoff is to Burnell as he tries to find the gap on the left hash using that big body and gutting his way forward up to the 2-yard line. So now it's 3rd down and goal from the 2.
Well, this is the true test of this defense here. And we're talking young defense, Rob. They lost 8 starters last year off this 11-man defensive unit. You got 8 new guys out there. Here we go.
Trips type formation to the left, 1 up to the right as the handoff and the run-in easily bouncing around as Burnell, and he's rewarded with a touchdown. They didn't score at all last week. They were shut out at Conroe, and putting some points on here, that'll get them fired up.
Well, some of the penalties on the plays, right now the Hornets are kind of playing sloppy on defense. Let's just call it what it is. And it cost them dearly right there. They had some penalties, some roughing, some personal foul calls, some automatic first downs, and that allowed them to move the ball downfield, and they punched it in.
It's a drive that started back around their own 45, and here's the extra point kick by Josh Gill, and it's blocked. Oh, it's blocked. The extra point kick was no good. A great job there by the Huntsville Hornets. I think that was the big 1-0 making the block, Calvin Simmons. Oh, he's a big body down there.
Big Calvin Simmons, man alive. He is an athlete, and he did knock that ball down. Great play there to keep them from converting on that extra point.
We'll step aside for 30 seconds, 14-6, 2:25 remaining here in the first half. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans, this is Robert Lindeman of Hitt Solutions Realty. Hitt Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. I would like to introduce you to Karen Denman.
Hey y'all, this is Karen Denman. As a lifelong resident of Huntsville, I am passionate about our community. Hitt Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at hittss.com.
Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on KSAM.
I got a friend, Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. 2:25 remaining here in the first half. A drive moments ago for Kingwood started about their own 45, capped off by that 2-yard run by the running back Burnell. And that is their first score, but a good block there on the extra point by Calvin Simmons. Right toe to leather, this one is underway. Short kick. Takes the bounce. Huntsville's got to fall on this one, and they do at the 30. Actually on his feet still, wiggling through defenders, dancing with the stars up near the 35-yard line. And
goodness,
finally a whole host of everybody. It was just a smear of all colors down there, Brian, around the 35-yard line. You saw green, you saw purple, white. Everybody was mixed up. You didn't know what was going on, and that's where we'll start the first play.
Well, offensively tonight, I kind of like, A.J. Wilson's getting plenty of time to throw the football, but I don't like what I see on third downs from them. They're starting to get themselves in third and long situations, having to convert, and they've had difficulty doing that tonight. But I do like the protection that young offensive line is giving them, and if they can do that and those wideouts can get open downfield, A.J. Wilson, I'll be able to punch another one of these in before half.
Well, Jawan Giddens will come out there as the running back. Over to the left side is Justin Butcher. As we'll get things started here, 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Their 6th possession of the night from their own 35-yard line. And Carson Fuller, a senior wide receiver, out there to the left. So 2 up top to the left, 2 down to the right. Wilson calls for it, hard snap, steps back 25, good protection. Throws over right side, has a man all open and overthrew him on the head again. We have seen that several times tonight. This time it was Cam Cole who was wide open, and Wilson just overthrew him above his head at the 50. Incomplete.
Boy, that's unfortunate. Cam Cole was wide open all by himself, and boy, that would have been a first down and then some. And that's the second high ball. I mean, he threw to Giddens earlier that was high, that would have converted on third down. That one right there to Cole was high. And A.J. Wilson needs to kind of follow through in his, with his arm a little bit more.
2nd and 10 from the 35, man in motion, empty backfield. Wilson goes down on a snack.
Wow.
Oh, man. I think it came out where I said he goes down on a snack. And Kingwood snacked him all day on that one down to the 25-yard line. They're going to actually say it was down at the, well, it looks like the 27. That's going to be 3rd down and forever here for the Hornets.
I tell you what, boy, Kingwood's playing with all kinds of enthusiasm over there and some life. That's what happens when you let them get into the ball game. They get a new life and confidence, and, man, they're playing lights out right now.
Juwan Giddens, the running back. Wilson stands in the gun on his own 22. 3rd down and 17 from the 28. 2 receivers to the left. Wilson stepping back. Pressure again. This time over the left side. And overthrows his receiver again. There was nowhere to go on that play for Justin Butcher. We got 4th and 17, and the Hornets are going to have to punt this one away.
Wow, Justin Butcher, I mean, he was running his go route, but, man, he was well covered, double covered. A.J. Wilson just launches the ball downfield. Not really a good decision, but that is his first receiver in the progression, so he was going for all of it. Kingwood's fixing to get the ball back.
Avalar set to punt this one away. Back to receive is Ty Boatwright. Avalar will stand on his own 15. The snap is on the way. Avalar, plenty of room here. It's a short punt for Avalar. Takes a bounce in favor of the Hornets and will keep rolling across the 35 and finally comes to a rest on the 30. Actually, we'll call it the 31, right at the tail end of the number 3 on the field. We'll keep things right here, Brian. Some more sponsors. A lot of folks helping to make our coverage possible this season.
Yeah, I want to go back to Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you don't know, you need to. Belonging to a credit union makes an owner. At Walker County Federal Credit Union, you get all the things you want and expect from your financial institution, including low-cost loans, online banking, and more. For personal and friendly service you cannot beat, Walker County Federal Credit Union and Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach others for Christ.
It is the 7th possession of the night for Kingwood. They will start on their own 30. They did send it back. A pass here in the flats, and the receiver across the 40 for a first down up near the 45. It was Tyrese to Luke Ward, and Ward has enough for a first down at the 44-yard line. Kingwood moving from right to left. On 1st and 10 from the 44, 54 seconds remaining. They're trailing 14-6. Handoff here, and again powering forward, and it's another first down, Brian, on that draw run play.
Well, it is obvious the momentum has switched over to Kingwood and their offense. Somehow our defense has to figure a way to stop them because they are just moving the ball at will right now against the Hornets.
We got a timeout on the field. I believe this one is called by the Hornets. They'll have one remaining. We'll step aside. We'll take a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll be back here in just a few moments.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Back here from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, 44.8 remaining. Here in the second quarter, we're going to try to get some more sponsors, but they hopped right out of this timeout pretty quickly here. 14-6, Kingwood trailing, 2nd down and 10 on the Hornet 46 on the right hash mark. Reese stands in the gun, one receiver all alone to the left, trips to the right. He has a back offset to his right at the 49. Instead, passes in the flats, and the Hornets read it. Oh, baby, there's a Frank Olivetta's Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game. It was a pass completed to Riley Stauber, but he was drilled at the 50-yard line. They're going to call it the Hornet 49. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 13. Reese claps for it once, gets it on the 2nd, dancing around, chase from behind, and boom, he goes down. Oh, mama, what a hit from the backside as the Hornets starting to come alive here. As Calvin Simmons using that big body with a heart-filled floor sack, and there's nothing heartfelt about that sack to that young man.
What a big play by Calvin Simmons and Waylon Sapoli on the play before. The Hornets are trying to wake up right here before halftime.
We'll keep it right here, Brian. Some more sponsors helping to make our coverage possible.
No question about it. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And our friends over at Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. And Hook's Family Farm, jellies, preserves, maple and blueberry syrup, and a variety of pickles. Find us on Facebook and at downtown Huntsville's Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 to noon. We also deliver. Call 936-581-6044 and have all the good stuff delivered to your door.
You know where that came from, right? That little call 936-581-6044 and have all the good stuff delivered. You know where that came from, right?
The sheet of paper in front of me?
Well, it came from the 281-830-8004. Mike Jones! Got to remember where those came from. 1st down and 3rd down and 15 here for Kingwood. Has a fake handoff, hit from behind, but delivers this one. Oh, my goodness! The catch was made. No, did they say it was made?
How did he catch that?
Oh, my goodness. That pass was caught by John Paraskavis, but he got absolutely drilled. That is your Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game so far. Here's another pass in the flat, and now another hit on the right side after the reception, but this time it's for a loss of 2. That ball is all the way up to the 27-yard line of the Huntsville Hornets with 3 seconds remaining, and Zapoli drilled him on that one.
Boy, the Hornets are just laying their hats on him. My gosh, 3 big hits in a row.
That was a couple of bam, baby, by the Hornets.
Man.
And we've got a timeout here on the field. We'll keep it right here with 3.7 remaining. We'll see what Kingwood does because the ball is resting on the 25-yard line. That would set up about a 42-yard field goal as it sits right now.
Well, we also want to thank Hartfield Florist, personalizing your event since 1957, and Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. For your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs, call Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971 in MRC Creekside. a healthy living senior community, and Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust.
Yeah, and appreciate all the sponsors. Also, some text messages coming in on our fan line tonight. We'll get to those. Giving a shout out to our fabulous Huntsville Hornets from your Rock Island, Illinois fans. Appreciate you saying, let's sting them.
Wow.
Not sure who that is. I don't have a name on it. If you want to text us, let us know. And also someone cheering us on from Galveston. It's Harvey Vanacek cheering us on. Here we go. 2nd down and 12 from the Hornets 27. Kingwood trailing 14-6. 3 seconds to go. This is the last play of the half. As Reese is being chased, throws, and it's incomplete, and that will end the first half of play. We're going to keep it right here, though, because I believe Carlos Zimmerman is going to try to track down head coach Rodney Southern as he heads into the half. Down to you, Carlos, with Coach.
Coach, a little bit of a sluggish second quarter offensively, but a good statement end to that quarter. What do you got to do to keep this lead going into the second half?
Well, we got to run the ball a little more. We ended up getting into a throwing match, and we don't necessarily need to do that. And we hadn't made some plays, and we got too many penalties.
A.J. Wilson, a little bit of a sluggish first half outside of the touchdowns. What do you need to see from him in this second half?
Well, he just needs to settle down, and we need to run the ball a little bit more. And they started blitzing, giving us a couple of things we haven't seen, so we got to get that fixed.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck. Rob.
All right, appreciate Coach Southern down there and Carlos Zimmerman down on the sideline with that. We'll step aside as we've got halftime coming up. Halftime brought to you by good friends at Northside Baptist Church. Hornets leading 14-6 as we go into the field house. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, the laser board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suites. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, community is important to us, and as part of this community, we enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes, win or lose. Their hard work is worthy of celebration. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. When a need arises, you can trust us to help you and your family celebrate a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westfield Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL or Sonata SE or Tucson Value, your choice. 0% for 60 months. Get this 2021 Santa Fe SE 0.9 for 60 months. Getaway at Wiesner Hyundai and buy for less. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, community is important to us, and as part of this community, we enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes, win or lose. Their hard work is worthy of celebration. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. When a need arises, you can trust us to help you and your family celebrate a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets!
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em, Hornets.
This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Halftime Report, sponsored by Northside Baptist Church. Here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
All right, friends, welcome back. We're at halftime, 14-6. Hornets leading, 14:40 to go. We don't want you to miss out. We're going to send it down to the field right now for the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band.
The GGs are under the direction of Mrs. Dana Lenormand. Don't forget to register your little GG for the upcoming Kids Clinic. Participants will perform on the field with the GGs at the next home game. Please stop by the GG section during the game or visit the GG website for more information.
All right. Well, a great job there. Brian, you know, it's the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. They have always did such a great job. Of course, last year had a lot of accolades. This is behind the scenes that you don't see all the work that goes into this. And then they come out here and put on these performances. We want to make sure that they get their well-deserved and due credit, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's these guys, the band, the cheerleaders, you know, all those folks, they put in so much work along with the football players. I mean, the football players are practicing, the band's practicing. You know, the cheerleaders are practicing, and there's a lot of hard work that goes into that. I can't imagine, you know, marching in precision like these guys are doing out here in the military marching band for the Hornets. But they're award-winning. They do it every year, and we thank them because of what they do. It's just part of football, and it's fun to watch.
Well, Brian, appreciate tonight our good friends TJ Garrett, Melton Greenback joining us, helping out. We had a lot of success last year thanks to those young men getting back and just being here and being a part of our crew. We're a family up here, man, and I appreciate all that they do behind the scenes as well. And, you know, Brian, coming up tomorrow, and I just wanted to mention this tonight, that 20 years ago today, 20 years ago tomorrow, if you go back, is the anniversary of 9/11. And just wanted to remember all of those and so many lives that were lost. And, you know, I always pray that our country would always find a way to come together, and especially on the 20th anniversary of such a tragic event, I just pray that we will continue to be here with each other and to help each other, and then we will continue to grow as a nation. I think it's so important, man.
Yeah, I do too, Rob. It's hard to believe it was 20 years ago, and I'll never forget. I was on an airplane that morning, flying to Du Bois, Pennsylvania, on a training trip with a new job I started the week before. They sent me out there, and man, what a nightmare unfolded, and boy, the loss of life and everything else. I'm with you, and I look forward to tomorrow celebrating the first responders, the remembrance, and all the veterans that have served overseas. You're in our hearts and minds for sure.
Absolutely. Well, let's go back down to the Hornet Military Marching Band here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime. We'll keep it right here, down to the band.
Directed by John Green, Andy Twitz, and Brian Wood. The band would like to thank our band boosters, corporate sponsors, administration, and the community for their continued support. They would like to send a special thank you to their platinum sponsors, Raven Property Management.
All right, once again, that's your Hornet Military Marching Band. Great to hear them. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. About 15 minutes to go here at halftime. We'll be back as we talk more about this game. We'll start breaking down the first half. Stay with us on the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Show on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet Military Marching Band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Hi, I'm Kirby Kaysen, President at First Financial Bank. Please stop by and see us, whether it be for a commercial, consumer, mortgage loan, or new account. We have a huge array of products to make your banking easy and convenient. Whatever your banking needs may be, our team is here to help. We are proud to be a strong bank committed to our community and our customers. At First Financial, it's you first. Eat 'em up cats. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
All right, friends, welcome back to this Northside Baptist Church halftime show. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Brian, for the Hornets, you heard from Coach. They got to clean up a few things. Some penalties there in that first half. They came out looking strong and led 14-0 early, but the Mustangs found some rhythm. And it's 14-6 where we sit right now with 14 minutes to go here at the half.
Yeah, I think Coach Southern would like to see the running game do a little bit better job and not try to get into just a passing contest, which is exactly what he said. The guys up front for the Hornets, the big O-line, they're doing a good job blocking and things like that. But the Hornets are kind of finding themselves in trouble on third down conversions. They get it's not 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and 9. It's 3rd and 8. And it's putting a lot of pressure on them. And this the first half kind of came to a conclusion. Man, Kingwood picked up a lot of momentum and threatened and did. They were kind of found their second win, so to speak, and that's not good for the Hornets. So the Hornets need to come out in this second half, Rob, and they need to just shake off the end of the second half. This is a new half. Football is about halves, really and truly. The first half, and then you go into the locker room, you make adjustments. The coaches have their guys at their positions. They're looking at film. They're talking about the X's and O's and what they need to do. And then they'll come out in the second half and try to implement what the coaches want them to do. But they just need to play cleaner football, and cut the penalties out, man. That is something that's killing the Hornets in this first half, are all these silly penalties.
Well, again, as we sit here, 14-6, your score, 12:50 to go. Wanted to mention this year as a big thank you to our good friends over at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is our live video partner. It powers our live video. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our hometown experts for celebrating life. We'll go ahead and step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll talk more about that first half. I'll go over some of the drive summaries and more. Stay with us. The Northside Baptist Church halftime show continues on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Hi, I'm Kirby Kaysen, President at First Financial Bank. Please stop by and see us, whether it be for a commercial, consumer, mortgage loan, or new account. We have a huge array of products to make your banking easy and convenient. Whatever your banking needs may be, our team is here to help. We are proud to be a strong bank committed to our community and our customers. At First Financial, it's you first. Eat 'em up cats. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. The Kingwood Mustang band down on the field now. As we'll quickly go back and look over some of the drive summaries here for Huntsville. They started this game looking very good. The first possession of the night, the Hornets elected to receive the ball. They started on their own 42-yard line, drove it all the way down the field, and it was capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run by Matthew Tatum. He's a junior wide receiver, came in, played a lot of running back early in this game. Tatum had a great first half of play, racking up quite a bit of yards. That first possession for Kingwood resulted in a punt, and then it was Huntsville again on their second possession, following up on that first one, a drive that started on their own 18-yard line. They drove it down the field 82 yards on an 18-yard pass to number 18, Jawan Giddens, on 18th Street. So Brian mentioned that earlier, and a touchdown pass there. At that point, it was 5:12 remaining in the quarterback club first quarter. Huntsville led 14-0, but then we go through several possessions. A punt by Kingwood, a turnover on downs by Huntsville, another punt by Kingwood, a punt by the Hornets, a turnover on downs again by Kingwood. Huntsville again had to punt one away, and then finally Kingwood gets on the board in the second with 2:25 remaining. It was a 2-yard run. The extra point, by the way, was blocked on that play by Calvin Simmons. It was Burnell running it in. And that is the only score on the board right now for the Mustangs. Again, 14-6 is where it sits. Huntsville got it back. They had a chance. They could have put up more, but that drive stalled after 2 penalties. They had to punt that one away. And then as Kingwood was driving, Brian, you'll remember, they got down close to the red zone with about 3 seconds to go, but they just weren't able to capitalize. And they went into the locker room just hanging those 6 on the board is all. And Kingwood will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, Huntsville needs to come out, again, shake off the first half because it was lackluster at best. I mean, obviously, you put 2 touchdowns on the board and you think, hey, man, that's great. But they were just playing a little bit sloppy. But I think the thing that killed them the most was probably penalties and third down conversions, Rob. I think if they can clean that kind of stuff up and kind of establish the running game, and if they do that, that'll draw in the linebackers. They can throw over the top. They can get downfield a little bit more. But I'll say this, A.J. Wilson, man, he had several times some wide open wideouts for the Hornets and just flat out missed. I mean, Cam Cole all by himself and just overthrew him by about 2 or 3 yards. And there was another play that was similar. I think that was who was going across the middle. That was Giddens. He was wide open, and had he thrown it within his grasp, they'd have picked up the first down and continued the drive. So A.J. needs to settle down a little bit. The running game needs to kind of pick up a little bit, and then the penalties, they've got to stop with all the penalties.
We'll see how it goes. T.J. Garrett is down on the field now with the camera, and we'll see how that works out. He'll probably have to go a little bit closer to the sidelines. I know he's back on the track line, but we were able to bring those angles last year, and so we'll try to keep that going. A lot of interference here at the stadium for those of you watching on the video broadcast, but it's always great to have that projection down there, Brian. We brought that last year, trying to get all that going again this season.
Yeah, that's super cool. I just love everything, Rob, you're doing, with our broadcast, making it more interesting. Obviously, people tuning in. I mean, it's just crazy how many people watch the In the Booth broadcast. I mean, we're talking over 1,000 people. I think it was 2,000 people for the game last week against Willis. And we appreciate that. We appreciate you texting into us on the fan line and being a part of that. It makes Rob and I's, our job so much more fun. And Sting 'em Hornets.
Yeah, we got it down there on TJ right now for those of you joining. For those of you listening on the radio, if you're in your houses and you have internet, you can go on your phone, and you can also pull this up on the KSAM1017.com website. And you can also look for us on YouTube. Very simple. Just type in Huntsville Hornets versus Kingwood. I'm sure we'll pop up on there, and you'll be able to enjoy a special video presentation, again, brought to you by our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our hometown experts for celebrating life. 7 minutes to go here in the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll talk a little bit more before we get into the third quarter. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Hi, I'm Kirby Kaysen, president at First Financial Bank. Please stop by and see us, whether it be for a commercial, consumer, mortgage loan, or new account. We have a huge array of products to make your banking easy and convenient. Whatever your banking needs may be, our team is here to help. We are proud to be a strong bank committed to our community and our customers. At First Financial, it's you first. Eat 'em up, cats. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, friends, back at it here live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Rob Hipp alongside the Brian Adams. I'm not talking the musician. I'm talking the. You know that guy, that musician, Brian, he took your name. And
Boy,
he spelled it differently, too.
Man, I've only been getting that for about 35 years now. Sing me a song, please. Sing me a song.
I don't think I've ever pulled that on you, have I?
No, you haven't. And I can't believe that.
Yeah, I finally
with all the stuff you pull, That's the one thing you haven't pulled. I can't believe it.
We're 5:22 to go here at the Northside Baptist Church halftime. 14-6 your score as the Hornets out there warming up. You can see him if you're watching on the video feed on the side. TJ's got a great shot down there for us. Melton is up top for us running camera tonight. We appreciate him. And just been a good one so far. If you're a Kingwood fan, look, your team came in. A lot of folks were saying, hey, you're going up against the 4th-ranked team in the state. And Huntsville tonight, let's just be honest, they're not looking like that 4th-ranked team in the state. They've got their work cut out for them. You know that Coach Southern has talked to them at halftime. He's gotten these kiddos fired up. And I do expect to see a different ball game out of the Huntsville Hornets here in this second half coming up, Brian.
You know, when you're ranked in the top 5 or the top 10, I mean, you have a target marked on your back, and everybody you play wants to knock you off your pedestal, and there's no different tonight with Kingwood. I mean, Kingwood is 0-2. They've got nothing to lose, right? So they're going to throw out everything they possibly can to try to pull out a victory against these Hornets. And so far in the first half, I mean, obviously the Hornets are a stronger football team, make no mistake about it. But some of the mistakes they're making, they're playing down to the Kingwood level. You know, the penalties and the not converting and things like that, man, keeping Kingwood in the ball game. And the Hornets need to come out in the second half, do what the coaches tell them to do. Relax, man, relax. Move the chains, put the points on the board.
Carlos Zimmerman is, I believe, down on the field. I'm not sure where he's at. If we can get a shot on him down there, TJ, and I'm just going to throw it down to Carlos. Carlos, kind of your thoughts in that first half.
Well, Rob, to say the least, that was kind of, like I said to Coach Southern, it was a little bit of a stagnant first half. This is a Kingwood team coming off of, like you said, a 42-0 loss to Conroe and then a blowout loss to Cypress Woods down in Houston area. So they're coming in with a lot of fire, and they're going to come in here, and they have shown that they can play. And what the offense needs to do for Huntsville, they need to keep the ball a little bit longer, get your defense some rest. Because they're gassed out there, and that's what needs to change going into this second half.
I was just telling TJ to get on Carlos. Well, Carlos, you're on one end of the field, and TJ's on the other, so we'll work on that for next time. I know TJ didn't probably want to run down there, man. Well, Carlos, we appreciate
I'll go meet up with him.
We're about 3 minutes to go. We'll step aside. We'll take our final break here in this Northside Baptist Church halftime, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff and the start of the third quarter. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Huntsville Hornets halftime report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. You Choose is our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on You Choose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station. Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
All right, the boys running through the blow up now, and I think now Carlos is down near TJ. Carlos, the energy down there on the field as those young guys ran out. Tell us about that and just what you're seeing. And Carlos, now I've lost you. Man, it's like a technical nightmare tonight. Oh, well, Brian. Carlos.
It's all good.
Yeah, at least we got to see. Oh, Carlos, was that you down? There we go. I heard you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah. The energy.
Move your hand up on the microphone
down.
higher. Hold your hand up higher on the microphone. I think you're covered. No, your hand. Move it up. Hold the microphone there. There you go.
Closer to your mouth.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're blocking the transmitter.
We're having fun.
There you go.
We're having fun, but they're a little bit sluggish out there. But hopefully they can turn it around. There's not much else I could say. I'm far away from you, man.
You're doing all right, Carlos. Down there, Carlos Zimmerman. We'll go back to the field here as we're about set to start this third quarter, Brian. A lot of fun out there tonight, and we're just the second game in, man. We're having a little slow start up here, my friend.
Man, is it a full moon shining in this press box?
I
don't know, man. What is it?
I mean, we said the pregame prayer. That usually
did.
kind of gets rid of all that. So we're back at it here, friends. 12 back on the board as we start this third quarter action brought to you by our good friends at University Hotel. By the way, you can stay at the University Hotel. It's right located on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Come in on the weekend. Here's kickoff for the Hornets from left to right. Will sell. This one, Avalar will boot it back into the end zone again, and Kingwood will start this first half, their 8th possession of the night, from their own 25-yard line.
Towards the end of the first half, Rob, the defense, Kingwood was threatening, and the momentum had switched over to their favor. But, man, right when the half was fixing to end, there were 3 big hits by the Huntsville Hornet defense. I'm talking just lights out kind of hits, and man, that buried their chances of putting more points on the board. So I'm hoping this defense will start where they left off.
Trey Reese starting it here, 1st and 10 from his own 25. His team trailing 14-6, passing the flats, and the Hornet defense reading that one beautifully. Maybe a gain of only 2 or 3 on the play. Waylon Zapoli had the tackle.
Yeah, nice play there by Zapoli. I mean, he's over there. He's playing from his safety position, so he's watching that running back out in the flats, and that's his responsibility. Nice tackle.
Here's 2nd down and 9 from the 26. A handoff on a designed run goes up across the 30 on the left hash mark to the 31. Still well short of the 3rd down. It was Nick Burnell, the ball carrier. He was a force in that first half. A big running back down there for these Mustangs.
Yeah, he is a big running back, and you're right, Rob. He had a heck of a second quarter, and they're going to try to start where they left off. Going into halftime here.
Tight formation here on the left hash mark. Actually, now they spread them 2 up top to the left, 1 down to the right. As Reese will step back on a screen, finds his back. Nowhere to go. The Hornets slam him down. Burnell, not tonight. As that defense comes on and smacks him at the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and long, and I would expect the Mustangs to punt.
Well, they tried to run a screen pass over here towards the Hornet bench, and the Hornets read it perfectly. Everybody stayed home, didn't fall for the fake, and there was just nowhere to go for the Kingwood Mustangs.
Justin Butcher set back to receive this punt here in just a few moments. Great stop there for the young defense of the Hornets, as Kingwood will punt this one away on a 4th down and 7. So that's exactly what you wanted from your defense coming out of the gate here. The punter will stand at the 15, gets this one away off the right leg, sells down. Butcher, oh man, Butcher fumbled it around, but luckily he was out of bounds, and it will stop at the 32-yard line. We'll keep it right here. Looks like they're going to get hopping quick, Brian.
Yeah, they are. We want to thank Climate Tech Secure Stores, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure, and the Trophy Case. The Trophy Case is your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the Trophy Case. And Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty. Bring it home, Hornets, and University's Hight Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have.
Cam Cole and Trey Taylor, 2 receivers spread up to the right. It's 1st and 10 for the Hornets from their own 32, leading 14-6, 10:33 to go here in the 3rd. Handoff here will go to the 35-yard line, a gain of maybe 6. We'll call it about 4 or 5. Justin Butcher, the ball carrier.
Man, great 2nd and 3rd effort by Butcher there, because he looked like he was stopped right at where the ball was handed off to him, and he fought through a couple of tackles and picked up 6 yards. Great run.
Yeah, it was a nice little run there. They're going to call it about 5. So 2nd down and 5 up to the 37. Ball on the left hash mark. Hornets in their green jerseys and green pants, white helmets, moving from right to left. Wilson in the gun. Delayed the handoff over to Butcher. Butcher on the left side. In between the numbers and the sideline. He's got enough for a 1st down up to the 47-yard line on that left side. That's a Moke and Moke, attorneys at law, 1st down.
Well, the Hornet offense was paying attention to their position coaches at halftime, and that's what they wanted them to do. They wanted them to come out and run the football, and so far here on their first possession, they're able to do that.
Well, it is enough for the 1st down. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Hornets leading 14-6. Wilson in the gun from his own 47 on 1st and 10. Snap goes back to Wilson, hands off, and this one over to Butcher again, and Butcher across the timeline and brings it up into Kingwood territory to the 47. It's about a 6-yard gain, bring up second. Let's call it 7, second and 3.
Well, this is supposed to draw the linebackers in, draw your safeties in a little bit. They're running a cover 2, Kingwood is, but you draw them in with that run, and then that allows you to go over the top with the big play. I wonder if they're going to look at one right here.
2nd and 4 from the 47. Wilson in the gun, 2 backs behind him. Here's the handoff to Giddens, who came back in, and not much there for Jawan Giddens. Back to the original line of scrimmage. He was wrapped up immediately.
Yeah, that was Hayden Earl there, defensive lineman for Kingwood, in on the stop. And again, so here we go, 3rd down. A little bit more manageable than they've had the last 2 or 3 times. I mean, 4 is easy, is very doable, but man, we start getting 8 and 9 yards, man, that puts the pressure on that Hornet offense.
Yeah, Matthew Tatum will line up as a receiver to the right. One Hornet down to the left is Cameron Cole. 3rd down and 5. Pitch sweep goes in the back to Giddens. Giddens finding some daylight, and it's actually Butcher, and Butcher only picks up a couple of yards up to the 45-yard line. So we'll see what Coach Southern has up his sleeve here. 4th down and a short 2. I would expect the Hornets to go for it here.
Yep, again, Rodney Southern is not shy about going for it on 4th down when the situation is right. It looks right to him, and they're lined up, A.J. Wilson and company, to go for 4th down.
Looks like about the same formation. Wilson, though, actually under center here. In the eye, backs behind him. He'll roll to the left. Eludes one defender, Wilson. He doesn't get anywhere close. He's knocked out of bounds, and it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it loses yardage.
A.J. Wilson on the carry.
Well, basically what that was designed to do was look like a handoff going to the right. A.J. Wilson keeps it, rolls to his left. Kingwood did not fall for it. Had 2 defenders waiting on him. Hornets lost yardage on that, turn it over on downs.
7:43 remaining here in the University Hotel 3rd quarter. Mentioned earlier, if you're looking for a place to stay, especially on the weekends, a lot of room in the beautifully renovated University Hotel located on the campus of Sam Houston State University. It's 1st down and 10 here for Kingwood. They'll start this drive at the 50-yard line. Pass in the flats, that's worked well, and here it is again. The receiver has room into Huntsville territory at the 35. There are flags back there on the left backfield.
Well, it looked like there may be holding out there against Kingwood. Man alive, they had Carson Grisham's jersey and were just trying to pull him down, it looked like.
Yeah, that'll come back, Brian. That's exactly what it was. And that ball will come on
Holding
back.
Against the Mustangs is the call.
There's a hold against the Mustangs, and I'll move her back 10 here. So what would have been at the 50? Well, they'll move it back from the spot, so it'll be at the they'll move it back to the 40. So what would have been at the 50, now at the 40. Chain gain over there on the side. They've got that 1st down marker at the wrong spot, and it's actually should be 2nd down and 20. Brian, I'm not sure what they're doing. They moved the ball back up here.
Full moon down on the field, too.
Yeah, there's something going on. Regardless, 1st and 19 is what they officially call it. From the 41, Reese passes in the flat to the left side. It's worked so effective, and here it works again. This time he's tackled after getting back past the original line of scrimmage. The ball carrier there, Riley Stauber. And Stauber gets about a yard or 2 ahead of that original line of scrimmage, so we'll call it 2nd down and 9. Into Hornet territory on the 49. Again, Kingwood trailing 14-6, 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Reese calls for the shotgun snap. Hands off, has his back, slipping and dipping his way forward. And another healthy run here by Nick Burnell. He's about a yard short of the 1st down. Got up to the 41, has to get to the 40. And Brian, here we go. 3rd down and short for this defense.
Yeah, somebody on this Hornet defense needs to step up, make a big stop. One of those linebackers. Somebody.
Here it is on 3rd down and 1. Reese hands off, and his running back has the 1st down. An easy little draw play there, and once again, it's Nick Burnell with the 1st down. Keith Fadine had the tackle. Called his name a few times tonight. Now 1st down and 10. All the way at the Hornet 39. 6:20 remaining in the 3rd. Kingwood trailing 14-6. trying to draw them off sides here. Now a whistle and a flag flies, and we'll see if it was a false start or if Huntsville went over too far. It was a false start.
Yep, going to push them back 5 yards. Somebody on that O-line for Kingwood jumped. And those are the kind of penalties that will drive a coach crazy.
Drive a broadcaster crazy, too, if it's on your side.
That's true.
First down and 15. Backed up to the 44 of the Hornets on the left hash mark in the gun. This one up high, and somehow it's caught, but drilled back and back to the original line of scrimmage. They're actually going to say a loss of 1. So that play, Brian, has been what we've seen all night tonight from Tyrese looking on these plays in the flats. And Nemo Renfrey comes up on a nice read again and a tackle.
Yeah, Nemo Renfrey, man, what a great reaction to that pass play. I don't know how he caught the ball for one because he was covered really well. But good play by Winfrey.
Bring up 2nd and 15. Reese with pressure at his face gets drilled. This ball is thrown out there, and boy, Reese had to pay for that. It's incomplete. Seth Carroll absolutely smacked him with one of those, well, you know, we call them hard hits even sometimes whenever they don't result in a sack. That was the Frank Oliveras Pinnacle Realty hard hit there by Seth Carroll.
Yep, good hit there by Seth Carroll. I know his dad Brian's proud, president of the quarterback club, but yep, that was a big hit by Carroll.
One receiver down to the right. It's Logan Eckert here. Triplets to the left on a 3rd down and 15. The Hornet 44 for Reese and the Mustangs. And another false start. Saw that one move, and that'll take them back 5 more. Brings up 3rd down and 20. And Brian, look at this. They started at the 50. They go back to the 50.
It's amazing, isn't it? Again, they're going backwards. I mean, they're all out of whack. And, you know, again, that's just discipline right there. I mean, that's not focused. It's not discipline. And, you know, that's what's killing Kingwood.
So that'll move it back. 3rd down and about 22 here. As Reese in the gun. Back to the 50 with 2 coming, and he goes down on a sack. Oh, mama, what a play. Back in the backfield. Seth Carroll, we called his name just a few moments ago. And that's a heart-filled floor sack back at the 44.
Yeah, boy, Seth Carroll just drills him. Big play by that young man. Nice hit.
Seth's dad, Brian, from Mahia, played in the state championship back in the day, has a state championship ring on his finger. 4th down and 15 here. Butcher set back to receive. The punt will occur from around the 36. And this one, boy, just a little line pooch punt. Butcher will let this one roll on back, and it takes a roll in the favor of the Mustangs inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. That's where they'll have it. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on KSAM.
Welcome back, friends. I'm Hipp, Brian Adams, in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. It's a change of what happened here, Brian.
Well, A.J. Wilson
on the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historic
drop for no gain on 1st down.
Oh, that happened very quickly. So now it's 2nd down and 10, and Wilson will throw in the flats here to the right side, and that one caught and almost enough for a 1st down. Threw that one to Cameron Cole. He's a few short, brings up 3rd down and 2. I'm sorry, I didn't see that first play, Brian.
Well, Cam Cole just runs a hitch route. Nice route by Cole. A.J. Wilson hits him perfectly, picks up good yardage, makes it 3rd and manageable. Again, 2 yards versus 8 or 9 yards is much more attainable.
Moving quickly here, Cole is part of a triplet package down to the left, 1 receiver up top to the right, 3rd down and 1 for the Hornets on their own 27. Leading 14-6, Wilson. delays the handoff here. No, he keeps it, tries to go forward, and he got the first down, Brian, just barely. That second effort got him the first down at the 28-yard line. That's good enough for a Moke attorney at law first down. And the Hornets, let's be honest, they needed that.
Yeah, they did. You know what? I'll tell you, Kingwood has done a great job defensively tonight, really shutting Wilson down. Wilson is a dual-threat quarterback, make no mistake about it. He can absolutely fly, but he also has a cannon of an arm. And as far as running the ball, they've kept him pretty much locked down tonight.
First down and 10 for the Hornets from their own 28. Wilson with a back to either side. Two receivers grouped up to the right. Wilson keeps it. No, hands off here to Butcher. They slammed him down. They read that thing like a picture book.
Yep, they sure did.
Boy, slammed him down back there. Going to give him the forward progress, though. So it's only a loss of about 2. But, Brian, they threw him down back near the 20.
Yeah, that's on that O-line, man. You got to give the play some time to work. I mean, you can't have the guys in the backfield before he gets the football.
Cab Cole, receiver, running to the left side of the field, joined by Trey Taylor. One receiver up top to the right. It's second down and 11. They'll call it a loss of 1. Wilson in the gun. Handoff here goes to Butcher. Butcher, nowhere to go for him, and he's dropped back at the line of scrimmage on the left hash mark. Boy, this Kingwood Mustang defense has just been all over the rush tonight.
Yeah, they have, and Coach Sullivan was wanting to establish a rushing game, but, the Hornets come out, they look good rushing the ball. The next possession they come out, and Kingwood gets the better of them, and now you got a third down and 13, it's 3rd and 13 to convert. I mean, your back is against the wall here on this deal.
Move it up 1, 3rd down and 12. It shows 11 on the board. That's not right. It's 3rd down and 12. And here come the Hornets. Empty backfield on a screen. This one into the hands of his running back Giddens, and Giddens not really much there either, as A.J. Wilson was chased by 2 defenders coming in at him. And, boy, the Hornets have just stalled again here. They'll have to punt this one away.
Yeah, number 33, Joshua Pelfrey there for Kingwood, just read the screen perfectly. And typically on a screen pass like that, you got your lineman pulling over to get in front of you and block, and this guy was untouched.
So this is the 10th possession for Kingwood tonight coming up. Avalar to punt this one away. Nice little high punt here. It is fielded at the 25 by Jack Bruckbauer. Bruckbauer over to the right side, and he is finally tackled here just inside the 40. So good special teams coverage. He actually flipped it back over to Ty Boatwright, the wide receiver, and a good job there by special teams not allowing much of a return.
Yeah, Huntsville needs to have a big play of some kind. Defense needs to do something big, return an interception or get a fumble, something to slow Kingwood's momentum down, because, folks, 14-6 by no means is this game out of hand.
Sorry about that, Brian. Trey Reese in the gun here, 1st and 10 from his own 38, trips to the left. Reese hands off here to his back, and maybe a gain of 1 up to the 39. Jordan Barnes in there is running back now. He's a junior. The receiver, John Paraskevas, is down to the right side, and 2 receivers up top to the left. 2nd down and 9, 23 seconds remaining here in the University Hotel third quarter. This third quarter has went fast. Here's Reese on the shotgun snap, rolls to the left, now passes. His receiver's going to have to pay for it as he is drilled out of bounds. Oh, what a play right there. And Trey Reese goes over to Luke Ward, and Luke Ward had to pay for that one as he just got lit up on that play. And I'm trying to see who that was down. It was Calvin Simmons. Boy, you better watch out for him.
Boy, it looks like we still have a player down over there on the far side, right in the middle of Kingwood's players.
Yeah, and it was actually Carson Grisham on the tackle.
Yeah, big hit there by Grisham. I mean, that young man will light you up any chance he gets.
Bit of a delay here, and everything seems to be okay. Whatever player was injured hopped up. And here we go again, Brian. 3rd down and 5 for Kingwood. They have had to punt it their last 2 times. Hornets trying to hold him again here. Passing the flats, and he may have went out of bounds at the last moment before he got the first down, Brian.
Wow, it sure looked like he jumped out of bounds,
Yeah. Stauber, boy, he hopped out. Zapoli was chasing him. And here is going to come one of the biggest fourth downs for this defense this season. 4th down and 2 for the Hornet defense. And, well, before we do that, we'll have a timeout. We'll take it down with them on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. No, we'll roll down. That'll end the quarter. We'll call it a University Heights timeout anyways, and then we'll head on in to the 4th quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
As we move into the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the Built Tough Ford F-Series.
All right, friends, back at it. Sorry to hop back on. There's a punt just happened. And
Hornet pride lives.
Brian, a punt there. We apologize, and Hornets will get it back here, so the defense made a big stop.
Yeah, they did. They did a good job. You know what? Kingwood, they only had to get 2 yards, but they elected to go ahead and punt it. They punted the ball into the end zone for a touchback. The Hornets are going to get it on the 20 for their first drive of the 4th quarter.
All right, let's get back after it here. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets. We got a new quarterback in there, by the way, for the Hornets. I'm not sure why, as a handoff here. Travis Tester is out there playing quarterback now. He's on the baseball field as well. And a handoff here to Jawan Giddens on the left side for a gain of about 2. So we'll try to, maybe Carlos can find out down on the sidelines what happened to A.J. Wilson. I don't know if he has any way to ask anybody down there to see what's up with Wilson. Carlos, do you have any information for us?
A.J.'s all right, because he's just standing up here on the sideline. This is just a straight switch, Rob.
I guess they're
I guess they're trying to do something different.
Yeah, so Tester here now under center, 2nd down and 8. The snap goes, Tester rolls to the left, looking, throws right-handed, and it's, well, incomplete. He threw that one just way too far out of the sideline. It's incomplete.
Well, you know what? Sometimes coaches, and I certainly can't speak for what Coach Southern has done, but sometimes coaches do this to quarterbacks. If they're having a lackluster performance, you know, sometimes they'll just pull them out, put them on the sidelines, let them think about it, let them regroup. And, you know, that's just part of it. And I think that may be of what we got going on here so far.
3rd down and 8 here for Tester and the Hornets, leading 14-6, 11 minutes to go here in the 4th. Tester in the gun, steps back at the 10, pressure coming, delivers. Oh, he threw an interception. It's a pick 6.
Wow.
Flag fly.
Down. That is not good, to say the least. They set up a screen pass, and Tester threw it right into the defender's hands, and he waltzes in to the end zone, but there are flags down.
It looks like this one may, for the moment, be coming back, Brian. Officials are talking this over. And we'll see. The flag still is resting. Official's going to go over and talk to head coach Rodney Southern.
Well, what a huge break for the Hornets.
Trying to see exactly what it was. I mean, this ball is coming way back, Brian. We're talking all the way back, or going way forward for the Hornets, all the way up to around the 37-yard line. Wow.
Wow, boy, whoa.
Carlos, did you happen to see what the call was? I didn't hear anything from the officials.
Roughing the passer.
All right. I figured as much. I saw Tester down there. And a roughing the passer is the call. First down for the Hornets. They'll take the Moak and Moak attorneys at law first down up to the 38. So Tester got lucky on that one. Standing in the gun. Snap, pass over left side, and he overthrew his receiver. He was trying to go to Justin Butcher and just threw it out of his reach.
Well, Butcher was over there on the top side, or the left side of the Hornet line, and he runs just a curl route, a little 5 to 7 yard route, and Tester just misfires on that, bringing up, as you said, Rob, second down.
Second down and 10 here for the Hornets, leading 14-6, 10:52 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty final frame of play. Tester will stand in the gun, 2 receivers down to the right, 1 up top to the left. The 38 stands in the gun near the 30, throws in the flats to Cam Cole. Cam on the right side, and he is drug out of bounds. Not much going forward for Cam Cole. Ricky T.J. Edwards, the junior, pulled him out of bounds on the right side at the 40. Only a gain of a couple will bring up third down and a very long 8.
Yeah, again, the Hornets here, they find themselves third and long, and they've been there all night. They've had a couple of times where it was 3rd and 2, but for the most part, it has been 3rd and long. And you talk about putting the pressure on you. You got a new quarterback come out who hasn't played at all, so this young man is going to feel it on this
Here
play.
it is, 3rd down and 8. Tester in the gun, 1 receiver up top to the left, 2 down to the right, 8 seconds on the play clock. He's got to look at this. 1 back to either side, down to 4. Got to get this one away. And now the snap, he wasn't ready for it, and he falls on it. Oh, miscommunication all over the place, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, you talking about imploding. That is what the offense for the Hornets are doing right now.
And Brian, keep in mind, this is an experienced offense. Of course, Tester is out there right now, but this offense has played together. They had a lot of success last year, and I think they've just let this get into them a little bit.
You're right. I don't think Tester was looking at the clock, the play clock, and boy, the center just, man, I don't know what's going on out there.
Avalar will punt this one away from just outside his own 20. Snap is back. The punt is on its way. Little line drive here by Avalar, and takes a very healthy Huntsville Hornet roll down to around the 15-yard line. It's corralled there by Huntsville, and it'll be a battle climbing up. Nemo Winfrey on the return coverage, and he fielded it down to about the 15. We're going to keep it right here because it looks like they're going to move pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's, boy, right now this Hornet defense needs to help the team out. They need some kind of a big play, a big stop, whatever it is. Do not let Kingwood start getting first downs. They have got to come up with a big play.
They'll start this 11th drive of the night on their own 15-yard line. Pass over in the flats. This one bounces in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Riley Stauber, and it's incomplete. Reese has went to that flat play all night long, and it's been effective for him for the most part. And Brian, I know we keep talking defense, and give this Huntsville Hornet defense a lot of credit. They've held Kingwood to only 6 points in this one.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they've done a real good job, especially with their backs against the wall. But they need to do it again right here.
Empty back. Nope. Reese got a running back to his left. Triplets wide to the right. One lone Mustang down to the left side. Reese stands in the gun on the 10-yard line. Ball at the 15 on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. A little delayed handoff. Plowing through like a monster truck for a gain of about 3. In between the marks, favoring the left hash mark, was Nick Burnell, and he has just been a monster truck down there tonight, but it is 3rd down and long.
I tell you what, they were lined up in that trips formation up top, Rob, and no Hornet defender watched the inside wideout. Oh my goodness. Boy, he was wide open. I wonder if they're going to look at him again.
3rd down and 6. The defense trying to hold him for the Hornets. 9:18 to go here in the game. Hornets leading 14-6. Reese in the flat again, right side, and again drug out of bounds about a yard short on that corner.
That's exactly what they saw, because he was uncovered the last play. Had they called that play, that kid would have been off to the races. That time the Hornet defender slid over, got in front of the slot receiver, and was able to make a stop.
Well, the defense has done a great job again and backed up this far. 9:09 remaining, still plenty of time on the clock. It's 4th down and 1. Butcher set back to receive the punt here from Kingwood. Butcher will stand around the 50-yard line. Quick substitution here on the play for Huntsville as Matthew Tatum ran out there. Here's the punt. High booming punt. Butcher's not going to have any chance to return this one. Sells out of bounds around the 35. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on KSAM.
10th possession of the night for the Huntsville Hornets will start on their own 46. Wilson back out there and throws it incomplete to the right side. He was looking in the direction, I believe, of Cam Cole, and it was incomplete. So Wilson is back out there now.
Well, it was actually on the slot receiver, Tatum, and it was in and out of his hands. And, man, the Hornet offense, man, they just don't look like they're playing with any confidence whatsoever.
Juwan Giddens, part of two backs back there to the right side and left of Wilson, 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. He will hand off to Giddens. Giddens finds a gap. Here goes Giddens across the 50 down to the 45. That's enough for a Mocha turning it law first down to the 42-yard line. Boy, the Hornet offense needed a spark. Somebody put some gasoline in the engine on that one and got the fire going.
Nice run by Giddings. Off tackle, straight at you. Picks up the first down. That is something they needed, man. Just slow down the momentum of Kingwood. Move the chains.
Trey Taylor, Cam Cole, part of a triplet package down to the right. Matthew Tatum there as well. One receiver up to the left. 1st and 10 after the Mocha turning it law first down. Here's Giddens again, fighting for his yardage on the left side. And Giddens, a hard-fought run up to the 38-yard line. Called a gain of about 5, brings up 2nd down and manageable.
Well, you know, Rob, I was just thinking we haven't called Jalen McClain's name all night long.
He hasn't been out there.
Yeah, but he's on the sideline with a boot on his right foot.
Yeah, he's down there. You know, we're also missing Matt Long, who's got a boot on his right leg.
Yeah, those are some key players out for the Hornets tonight.
2nd down and 6 here from the 38. Wilson throws right side. This one caught by Cam Cole. Shaking bacon down to the 30. Boy, he was corralled around the neck. Surprised there was no call there, as there's a lot of extracurricular after the play. But nonetheless, it's enough for another Mocha turning it law, first down.
Nice catch by Cam Cole. I grew up with his father and his uncle, Dwayne and Benny, and boy, they were both good athletes. Doesn't surprise me to see Cam Cole out there making great catches for the Hornets.
Butcher all alone up top to the left. 2 receivers down to the right. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets. Threatening now near the red zone on the 31. Wilson from right to left in the gun, stands on the right hash, fakes the handoff, passes over. This one is caught by Cole, and he's slammed down at the 20. Oh, but what a play, what a route. Nice job by Cam Cole. That's enough for another Mocha turning it law first down, and now at that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. I haven't called a lot of them tonight.
Yeah, I like that, man. Get Cam Cole involved, get his confidence, get A.J. Wilson, throw some of those high percentage passages. Good job.
1st and 10 from the 20. Giddens, the running back, sitting to the right side of A.J. Wilson. 7:28 to go here in the 4th. 2 receivers up to the left, 1 down to the right. Wilson takes a shotgun snap, throws this one, bounces in and out of the hands of his intended receiver there. It was Trey Taylor.
Boy, that was in and out of the hands of Trey Taylor.
He had room to run, too.
Yes, he did. Man, you got to keep your eye on the ball, and you got to pull it in.
Appreciate TJ Garrett down there getting some sideline shots for us. 2nd down and 10. For the Hornets on the 20, Wilson in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 man in motion, handoff to Giddens, and he's red. No, Giddens bounces around, and he was initially going to be stopped for a loss, and he gets it up to about the 19-yard line. Good footwork there by Giddens, avoiding the loss on the play.
Well, Giddens is getting lots of playing time, obviously, with McClain on the sideline. Man alive, this young sophomore is the go-to running back for the Hornets tonight.
Cam Cole to the left side alongside Trey Taylor. Triplets now up there, as well as Matthew Tatum. Justin Butcher down to the right. 3rd down and 9. So a critical 3rd down here from the 19. Wilson will step back, throws this one over center. It's caught by Butcher. Oh, mama, he slammed down near the goal line. Justin Butcher, move those chains, baby. Down to the 1-yard line, it's Justin Butcher on a very critical 3rd down and an absolute strike thrown from A.J. Wilson.
Yeah, A.J. Wilson stood tall in the pocket. Saw Butcher coming across kind of on a post route, hits him perfectly in stride. Maybe that little 1 or 2 minute breather for A.J. Wilson did some good.
It's a drive that started on their own 44, now down to the goal line. It's 1st down from the goal line. We'll keep it right here on this angle. Wilson in the gun. The handoff goes back in for the score. How about that? Made it look easy. Jawan Giddens.
Well, Giddens rolls in from a yard out untouched. And that is something the Hornets needed desperately, is to put some points on the board. It had been solid 2+ quarters since they put points on the board. Nice drive. Way to move the chains, Huntsville Hornets.
That touchdown brought to you by the Trophy Case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the Trophy Case. And here is the MRC Creekside extra point by Avalar. Wilson with the hold. It's down. The kick is up through the uprights and good. And the Hornets finding some separation now, leading 21-6. We'll step aside. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a minute on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Hornet Pride lives here on KSAM, your hometown radio station.
Moment to go. A drive that started for the Hornets on their own 44. 56 yards later, it was a 1-yard touchdown run into the hands of Jawan Giddens. Hornets lead 21-6, and that is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. You better call Ashland Hooks and get some of those jellies, I'm telling you.
Boy, they are super good.
We ate all the cookies while ago she brought us. Avalar set to kick this one from left to right. In between the marks. Right toe to leather, end over end. This time, this one will not sail into the end zone. Dropped at the 5 on the far right side. Returnment across the 20, behind a couple of defenders, now to the 30, and finally pushed out of bounds as he angled his way to the right side. In between the numbers and that sideline around the 35.
Tackle made by Tyler Conroy for the Hornets.
Conroy there getting the tackle.
Ball be placed at the 33-yard line, 1st down and 10, Kingwood.
Tyler Pomeroy, the junior linebacker. Good to call his name, Brian.
Yeah, if we want to thank some more of our great sponsors, the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Feel the Sting, Hit Solutions, We Bring You Home, and the University Hotel, located in the heart of Huntsville on the beautiful and historic campus of Sam Houston State University. Enjoy the convenience, comfort, on-site accommodation for visits with family members, athletics events, as well as conference meetings, seminars, or special events.
1st and 10 from the 33 as Reese will step back. And this one caught over there, but not much on it on the right side. It's another one of those flat plays. A gain of only 1. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 as Kingwood trailing 21-6. 5:20 remaining here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty 4th.
You know, after that last touchdown, which Huntsville needed to get that momentum kind of away from Kingwood, defense has done a really good job.
Reese in the gun here in the backfield, and not much to go for that big running back, Nick Burnell. This Stingham defense got him back on a loss. Spun Shelley. He's my neighbor, Brian. Yeah, Shelley.
What a great guy. His mom, everybody, super nice.
Love the Shelley family. And that'll bring it back to 3rd down and 10 For the Hornets, Sam Moak joining us on the Facebook video stream saying, shut him down. I like you, Sam, saying a little insurance down there. Bring up 3rd down and 10 here from the 33. Reese will step back, pressure in his face. Oh, baby, he slammed to the ground. Oh, my goodness, a heart-filled Forrest sack. Calvin Simmons came through like a big train, the headlights in his face, the cattle guard and all, and slammed him back there for the sack.
Freight train, man alive, just came in untouched. As a quarterback, he had nowhere to go and no time to do a thing. Simmons brings it down for a huge loss.
Brian, I apologize. I about lost it on that call. I just saw him running. There was nobody in front of him.
Dude.
And that is one of the biggest dudes on the team. That will absolutely force a punt here on a 4th and 22. As this one will get underway here, the ball sailing around. And Tatum will let it take a bounce, and it rolls around to the 31-yard line. We'll go ahead and keep things right here, Brian. Oh, man. Sorry, I got a little excited on that call. I just saw Calvin Simmons running out of nowhere, and I was just thinking if I was the quarterback, I'm waiting for a bone to break.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we want to thank Daiquiri Beebe, Abbey Realty, Huntsville Real Estate Expert, Adams Furniture. We beat big city prices. And Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered. And Community Service Credit Union, now serving Walker, Madison, Trinity, and some parts of San Jacinto counties. Huntsville Independent School District, focus for our children's unlimited success.
Appreciate all the support. A lot of folks couldn't do it without them. It's pumped by Kingwood. We'll give the ball back to the Hornets for the 11th time tonight on their own 31. Handoff here by Wilson to his back, and this time trying to see who that was down there as the running back, Brian. I think I'm going to have to start a GoFundMe for eyeglasses. I lost my glasses about a year and a half ago, man, and it really does make a big difference.
I remember. I think that was Matthew Tatum on the carry.
Karen Lee is out there, the junior running back. It's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Lee next to Wilson. Wilson in the gun at the 21. Working through traffic, punt fakes, throws over center, and it's knocked away. Boy, Cameron Cole had a good look on it, but you got to give the defensive credit there to Dury DJ Ayers, the defensive back. He read that one beautifully.
Yeah, he did, and the pocket collapsed on A.J. Wilson as he was watching Cole do a deep post pattern. And I think Cole had a step on his defender, but, man, when that pocket collapsed around A.J. Wilson, he had to get rid of the ball faster than he wanted to, and then Kingwood made a great play.
See Cam Cole down there just a few moments ago wearing the big number 1. TJ had a good shot on it. We'll go back to the main field, 3rd and 11. So here we are again, another big 3rd down, 3:01 remaining. Huntsville in the driver's seat, 21-6. Wilson low snap in the gun. Punt fakes once, rolls to the right, hit from behind. He goes down hard, and hopefully Wilson will pop right back up, and he does. That's always scary to see that.
Yeah, those blindside hits, man, I'll tell you, though, as a quarterback, you'd rather get hit from the blind side than you'd rather see it coming at you. Just something about it, man, because if you get ran over and you never know it's coming where your body's kind of relaxed, if you see it coming, you tense up, man, and it's 10 times worse.
The Hornets here. Avalar will punt this one away on a 4th and 11. The 30-yard line. Avalar stands around the 18. Punt will go from left to right. There's been a single ounce of wind tonight. That hasn't been a factor at all. Here's Avalar's punt. This one a little short punt, fielded right at the 40. So with 2:49 to go, we'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
It runs on that left hash mark for about a yard. Good pressure brought up front by that mean green machine. A gain of only 1 will bring up 2nd down and 9. This is a drive for Kingwood that starts on their own 40. They are trailing 21-6. Time running down on them here is Huntsville found a little insurance touchdown earlier to put them up 21-6. Brian, the good news is tonight we can just leave all the equipment here. We're going to be back up here tomorrow night.
Yes, we are.
2nd down and 9. Reese in the gun. As he will fake the handoff. Pressure coming. A little block in the back, no call. Reese will go down in a sack. The ball popped out right before he went down. And I believe the Mustangs got back on it. No, the Hornets have it.
I believe that's number 54, J.T. Kroll.
Yeah, it was J.T. Kroll coming up with it. You can see it right there if you're watching on the video. He goes to the sideline happy, getting pats from everybody.
Boy, what a great play by that young sophomore to land on that football. J.T. Kroll gets the ball back for the Hornets.
So that is the first takeaway of the night for either team. And Brian, there's that defense again. That's the kind of plays you want to see with this defense. It's just going to continue to help them grow and develop and just have confidence. From the Kingwood 34, best field position of the night here for the Hornets to start with. Wilson chased from behind, eludes one defender, and throws this one away, way down there. Man, he put the air on it in the end zone.
Yeah, well, he's running for his life, and he scrambles to the right. Nobody open downfield, throw it away. So that's smart. You know, don't throw it into traffic or anything along those lines, because that always ends up, costing you an interception.
Wilson just got a little slap on his head there from his teammate Trey Garrett. That's TJ's brother down there, giving him a fired up hit on the head. Trey Garrett plays up there on the line, one of those big bodies. He's doing a great job tonight, the senior offensive lineman. Bring up 2nd down and 10 here. Wilson under center. Will hand off to the back. Tatum to the right side. Tatum down near the 25-yard line. He was close to a first down as he was finally pushed out of bounds. I love what I'm seeing from Matthew Tatum in this game.
Yeah, I am too. Matthew Tatum, man, he is super quick. I mean, he gets the ball. He bounced that outside. There was nothing in the hole where he was headed. He bounces it outside, takes it around the right, picks up a few yards. Fun to watch that young man run.
Unfortunately, though, there's a flag down there, illegal hands to the face, and this one's going to come back a little bit. Carlos, that touchdown earlier kind of brought the life back to the Hornets. How's it been on the sideline since that touchdown earlier?
Well, the fumble 2 has been lighting up this sideline. They're feeling pretty good. 92 seconds left. Victory formation just moments away.
I'm not sure what happened here. They went backwards, Brian. Now they go back forwards inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. I'm not exactly sure. They moved it down to about the 40. Now they put it back up to the 19.
Yeah, I'm not either. And you got Calvin Simmons, big Calvin Simmons checking into the Hornet offense.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Simmons going to come in here and line up in an eye behind Wilson. Wilson under the gun. And the handoff won't go to Simmons. It was a little trick play. Instead, it goes back into Jawan Giddens' hand, and Giddens back to the original line of scrimmage at the 19. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, I tell you what, I was watching that Kingwood defender as Simmons was going after him, and, man, that defender didn't want any part of big Calvin Simmons.
I told Calvin earlier this year during a scrimmage, I was chatting with him before the scrimmage, and I said, Calvin, you put on some muscle this offseason. He goes, yes, sir, I did. He goes, if you want to come work out with us, feel free to. I said, Calvin, I wouldn't last 5 seconds with you guys. Here we go, 54 seconds to go. Hornets just a snap away from basically getting into victory formation. Wilson going to keep it here to the right side, though. Wilson across the 15, powers his way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's that naked bootleg. Rolls out. He's all by himself. It's a run first, pass second option, and he kept it and picked up a few yards, making it 3rd and manageable.
I was waiting on those 40 rights and 50 lefts tonight, Brian. I don't think we haven't seen any tonight. And so down to 22 seconds. The Hornets will have to snap it one more time here. Brian, it's 3rd down. It's about a second differential. And What are they going to do here? Are they going to, like, try to put a field goal in or something?
They're going to call timeout or take the penalty.
I'm just kind of waiting. I mean, why don't you snap it one last time and end it?
Yep, timeout. You know, it's funny.
We'll keep it here.
It's funny, Rob. We talk all these old school Huntsville Hornets back in the old days, man. I mean, they could sit up in the stands and they could watch the young Hornets run 4 blast, 6 blast, 40 flip, 50 flip. But I mean, you can call the plays because you've run them since you were in elementary school or whatever. But the funny thing is, even if the opponents knew what play you were going to run, the Hornets would just run you over. Just old school Hornet football, man.
I'll take the clock off the screen. It's been one of those nights here. Brian, we've got a couple of last sponsors to thank there. Least, but absolutely not last.
Absolutely. Joetta's Boutique in Westhill Mall, vintage and new, classy and glam. And Techspress Urgent Care, quality health care and unmatched customer service. The Woodlands Financial Group and More Insurance. Our policy is caring. And Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, where you buy for less. Wiesner Huntsville, home of the bottom line. And Fat Boys Pizza, hand-tossed dough, made fresh daily, wings and more.
There it is, the final snap, and that will end the ball game. It's a tough one tonight for the Hornets. They're victorious, 21-6. But you know that Coach is going to have a lot that he will want to talk about. We will have an interview with head coach Rodney Southern in postgame, and we will also talk to our player of the game. Let's go with Matthew Tatum tonight.
Good idea.
Matthew Tatum had some pretty good opportunities down there. Well, let's look. He had that first run to open up the ball game, so we'll talk to Matthew Tatum. He had that 3-yard touchdown run to put the first score on the board tonight. For now, though, we'll step aside. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will start our AB Squared self-storage facility post-game wrap-up. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep. State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
It's back to school time, and Walker County Federal Credit Union wants you to know we are here to help. Hi, I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer, and right now you'll save an extra 0.5% off your qualifying loan rate on every new loan or refinance. There's no need to fear. Back to school help is here. Call or come by Walker County Federal Credit Union and find out how easy it is to save. Our unbelievable low rates on loans are now even lower, but only until September 3rd. WalkerCountyFCU.com, member NCUA with approved credit. Rates not valid on land, line of credit, and credit cards.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
It's back to school time, and Walker County Federal Credit Union wants you to know we are here to help. Hi, I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer, and right now you'll save an extra 0.5% off your qualifying loan rate on every new loan or refinance. There's no need to fear. Back to school help is here. Call or come by Walker County Federal Credit Union and find out how easy it is to save. Our unbelievable low rates on loans are now even lower, but only until September 3rd. WalkerCountyFCU.com, member NCUA with approved credit. Rates not valid on land, line of credit, and credit cards.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is a proud member of the Huntsville community. I am a proud member of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home team. Hi, this is Billy Cawthon, and I'm also a proud Huntsville Hornet football alumni, class of 1999. This year we are celebrating the next generation of Hornet football as my son is playing on the freshman team. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we understand life is about celebrations, and we are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets.
Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah. Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL or Sonata SE or Tucson Value, your choice. 0% for 60 months. Get this 2021 Santa Fe SE 0.9 for 60 months. Getaway at Wiesner Hyundai and buy for less. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Hi, I'm Kirby Kaysen, President at First Financial Bank. Please stop by and see us, whether it be for a commercial, consumer, mortgage loan, or new account. We have a huge array of products to make your banking easy and convenient. Whatever your banking needs may be, our team is here to help. We are proud to be a strong bank committed to our community and our customers. At First Financial, it's you first. Eat 'em up, cats. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westhill Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. What would you say to someone who has never been to Wiesner of Huntsville?
Come try the experience for yourself. We do things different here. We're a very relational business. We're not a transactional business, and we want to make you feel like you're part of our family.
Is there a Wiesner difference or a Wiesner experience?
There is. It'd be honesty and integrity. We've stood by that, and we are going to continue that in a world that doesn't necessarily live by those rules.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, lazy board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suits. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
Welcome to the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Postgame Show, sponsored by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
All right. Appreciate everybody joining us back here, and all of our sponsors helping to make this season possible. There's a lot of work that goes in on the back end of making these games possible. It takes about 7 people or so, and we've got to have the financial support to make that happen. And so, again, thank you to all the sponsors this year. We've got a lot of folks helping to make that possible. And, Brian, most importantly, that helps keep the video for those that watch free. There's other districts that have to charge for the video services. We don't have to because of the generous support of the community. Huntsville victorious tonight, 21-6. But Coach Southern down there having a heart-to-heart with his guys because you know that this wasn't the way that they wanted to win. I mean, it was a tough game for the Hornets, and Kingwood, let's give them credit. They gave Huntsville a little bit of a scare. One thing that was very impressed with in this ball game is the defense. The defense did a great job tonight, only allowed 6 on the board for Kingwood. They also had a takeaway. This defense is getting better through the first 2 games.
It really is, Rob. They did, when their back was against the wall, that defense did what they had to do. Man, right there before halftime, there were 3 big hits on defense that absolutely stopped the momentum of Kingwood and prevented them from scoring. But, the offense, somehow, some way, they just didn't seem like they were in sync tonight. I don't know really what it was. They kept the penalties down to a minimum in the second half. First half, there were a lot of penalties. Coach Southern's still down there with the whole team on the 40, talking to them about tonight's performance. And I promise you, those Hornets are not happy. They won the ball game, but they are not happy with how they played because as this season progresses, these teams are going to get a little bit better, and they're going to get playing time under their belt, and they're going to really have to get rid of some of the mistakes that they're making as a team because other teams are going to be getting rid of those mistakes. So, it's a win. Hey, man, we'll take it any time to go 2-0. But they really got a lot of work to do ahead of them.
Yeah, and Southern down there, like I said just a few moments ago, having a little heart-to-heart with his kiddos right now. You can see him. He's pointing around. He's talking. And Coach Southern just does such great work with these kids. And tonight, it's a teaching moment. And nothing against Kingwood, but, folks expected this offense to come out a little more high-powered than they were. And we saw it one moment, uncharacteristically. Haven't seen that at all last year. A.J. Wilson went over to the sideline for a series, and you didn't see that at all. And it wasn't because he was injured. Coach just wanted to give him some time, I believe, just to think about what was going on, and he came back out, and then what happened? He found a touchdown.
And that's not uncommon. I mean, coaches do that, and Coach Clements did it with me a long time ago. So, and it helped A.J. Wilson tonight. You saw it. He was struggling a little bit. Coach Southern pulls him, comes back in, and then he moves the Hornets down the field and they score a touchdown. So I think that was a good teaching moment for A.J. And the rest of the Hornets. But, man, let me tell you what, they better really get this kick this thing into gear because opponents coming up, man, are going to be tough. And, you'll have district play starting soon, and it's on to the playoffs.
Of course, here at Bowers, and it's a good opportunity for the fans. We had a lot of fans show up tonight as well supporting the Huntsville Hornets. Came out. They played very well against Willis tonight. A little bit of a bump, but still victorious. And Coach Southern just wrapping up the chat down there right now as we just continue here in this AB Squared Self-Storage postgame chat. Again, one of those nights tonight. But Christian Avalar, boy, he got a lot of action out there on the punting game. We saw a lot of punts through this ball game, Brian.
Yeah, Christian has done a great job as the punter for the Hornets. I mean, he did his job. He pinned Kingwood all the way back to like the 1 yard line. But then the defense, when they've got somebody pinned that far back, you have got to just bury them. The Hornets let them escape. They had one quarterback draw, and then the next thing you know, Kingwood has all kinds of room. They started their drive. They got a first down, and they're like on the 40-yard line. They had them on the half-yard line. Bury them. And the Hornets let them get away again. It's a young defense. Again, you're talking 8 new players from 11 starters. But they'll learn that. And then you got some young guys coming up, man, that can play some lights-out football. And, the Huntsville Hornets are going to be fun to watch.
As always, we'll have our post-game down here now with head coach Rodney Southern. And he may be down there just for a few moments. Carlos, as we'll now go over. Just waiting in just a few more moments here. Tatum is joining Coach Southern as well. Let's go down to Carlos Zimmerman down on the field. Carlos, I guess you'll be with Tatum first. We'll go down to you, Carlos. It's our player of the game, Tatum.
Thank you, Rob. Here with Matthew Tatum. Excellent game for you. 4 catches, 68 yards. Take a lot of the reps in the backfield because Jalen McClain not playing tonight. Just talk to me about your performance tonight.
Man, they were just Jalen and Matthew Long. They've been injured, so I've had to step up and fill in their roles, and I just had to step up, and I think I did a pretty good job today.
Run didn't get going a little bit until later into the game. Just talk to me about what Coach talked to you guys about halftime, after kind of a sluggish second quarter and what turned it around offensively.
He just said we need to keep our head up, and we need to be positive and don't hate on each other and keep everything in the past and keep on moving and finish.
2 games here at home. You go on the road next week. Really, what's your mindset going up against King, who entering tonight was also 2-0?
See, King's a really good team. I've seen pictures of them. They're really big. So we got to do everything perfect, have minimal mistakes, and we just got to execute.
Thanks for your time, Matthew. Good job tonight.
Sir, thank you.
Hey, Carlos, before he goes, you got to give that shout out, man. The camera's on him.
That's right.
Right in front of him.
Good catch. Before I let you go, young man, anybody you want to give a shout out to that's watching at home?
My mom, she's right over there, and my dad and my 2 brothers are watching at home.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Carlos, appreciate it. No coaches down there as well chatting. So we'll just take just a few more moments here, and then we'll go down to Rodney Southern. Tatum, it's good to see him, and he's right. We're going up against a very tough King team, Brian. Of course, that coming up just next week. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff as it stands right now. That's going to be a tough one. You remember C.E. King last year? That was where we had the big goal line stand on 3 consecutive plays to win that game.
And what an exciting, the whole place erupted when the Hornet defense held them out again. And but you're right, C. King's going to be a tough opponent. They've always played Huntsville tough. Back in the 80s, they played them tough.
Well, let's go back down. Carlos Zimmerman now with head coach Rodney Southern. Carlos, down to you.
21-6 the final tonight, getting a good win to get to 2-0. I say good a little lightly. It was a little bit rocky throughout that game, but just talk to me from your perspective about your team's performance tonight.
Well, bottom beat another 6A team and beat them at home, and probably played 2.5 quarters of some of the worst football we've probably played, in a few years. But, just like I told the kids, our expectation level's not going down. It should go up every week, and people expect us to blow people out, and, those people coach and prepare too. And we made some mistakes tonight, but if you look, we made 2 or 3 key plays that, got us 21 points and never got them within any closer than 6. But there's always things you can fix and things you can correct, and we'll go back Saturday morning and try to fix all that.
And talk to me about A.J. Wilson. I talked to you about him at halftime. Kind of bit of a sluggish, really good first quarter first off, and then a second quarter kind of on the stretch in the second half. Started to pick it up a bit. Just talk to me about his performance tonight.
Well, people don't understand quarterback. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of decisions got to be made. Some of them on the fly, some of them after the ball is snapped, and like the fake field goal. That's the toughest throw, rolling to your left, probably the toughest throw he had all night. So we're going to look and see what A.J. didn't understand or didn't see, because when a quarterback, with experience like A.J. has that kind of issue, some of that's on us. And we've got to look and see what we did or what we didn't do to help him and get him out of that. And he struggled a little bit, but he came back in the fourth quarter, and that's what you want your guy to do.
Defense stepping up big, shutting out Kingwood here in the second half. You deal with an offensive-heavy team in King next week, who entered tonight 2-0, taking on Ridge Point. I don't have the final from that one, but talk to me about this matchup next week, going on the road after playing 2 rather tough home games.
Well, it's, another 6A team, and probably will be the most talented team we've seen to this point, and they actually play Ridge Point tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So, I've known Coach Fitzhenry. He and I actually went to college together, so he's got a talented team. And, of course, we played them probably as tough as anybody played them last year at home. And they'll come after us. And athletically, I think he's got 7 or 8 Division I guys that we'll have to contend with. But we're going to enjoy what little bit of time we get tonight about winning and being 2-0, and then we'll prepare for them starting tomorrow.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats on the victory tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
Rob.
All right, Carlos, appreciate you as we'll continue our AB Squared Self-Storage post-game wrap-up. We'll be back in just a moment as we close out tonight's game. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Squared Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
Hi, I'm Kirby Kaysen, President at First Financial Bank. Please stop by and see us, whether it be for a commercial, consumer, mortgage loan, or new account. We have a huge array of products to make your banking easy and convenient. Whatever your banking needs may be, our team is here to help. We are proud to be a strong bank committed to our community and our customers. At First Financial, it's you first. Eat 'em up, cats. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
All right, friends. friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp. Oh, boy, the light is bright there, Brian.
Solar eclipse.
Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams, Nathan Hight up here helping us engineer tonight. It was crazy. Things were tough on the field. Things were a little tough up here in the booth, but, we got through this one here tonight, and most importantly, our kids come out here. Nobody got hurt, and they're victorious 21-6. As Coach said, a lot of things to work on. He's going to talk to AJ and just kind of say, hey, what was going on? What were you feeling? What do we need to do moving in? And then, of course, you just heard down there Coach talking to Carlos saying, hey, we're facing another 6A team in CE King. And he said that they had, 6 or 7 Division I guys on that team. So it's going to be a really big opportunity for this Huntsville Hornet team to see what they can do next week.
Yeah, going back to tonight, one of the things Coach Southern said that it just tells you what a great coach he is. A.J. Wilson did struggle. There's nobody's disputing that. But he did come back after sitting out just a few minutes, had a great drive, put the Hornets, another touchdown on the board for the Hornets. But he also said that, A.J. has been a starter for 2 years. What is it as coaches we aren't doing to help him? So they're going to look at that, and they're going to do everything they can to help A.J. Wilson. And that is great. Man, let me tell you, that is great coaching. I love to hear that. And, next week going into Kingwood, you're right, Rob, not Kingwood, CE King, they are tough. With those kind of athletes on that team, man, Huntsville's going to bring the A game. It's going to be a good battle.
Well, again, appreciate everybody joining us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We'll be rocking ready to go next week as we are live. We're going down to Houston, so we got a little bit of a road trip, not too bad, but we'll be down there at CE King to bring you that coverage as it's scheduled 7 p.m. kickoff, so that'll put us on the air about 6:30. And want to remind everybody, I forgot to bring it tonight, man. We have made custom limited edition footballs that have the KSAM Sports logo on one side, and then on the other side it has the Huntsville Hornet Buzzy and the Huntsville helmet on it, which is just amazing-looking football. If you come to the Coaches Show live from True Texas Barbecue every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., you can have an entry to win that football. So if you come to 10 shows, you have 10 entries. And at the end, the very last Coaches Show that we have, we're going to give those footballs away. We have 4 of them. And what's really neat about it, Brian, is we'll get those kids that come, because we always have 2 or sometimes 3, just depending, kids that come on the show. We'll get them to autograph them along with a coach. And so you'll be able to get those at the end of the season. So come out. True Texas Barbecue, 6:30 p.m. We missed you last week, Brian. You weren't there.
I know. Well, man, I was in Austin on business. I went and stayed with my sister.
Business, my foot. You're in Lake Travis.
Well, taking care of business. Yeah. But, I saw those footballs you're talking about. Man, those things are good looking. Please come out and join us at the Coaches Show. Man, you get a chance to talk to the athletes. You hear Rob and I, you get to talk to Coach Southern. But these footballs that Rob's talking about giving away, man, they are super, super nice. We have such a great time. We eat the barbecue. It's a big party. Come join us, man. Have some fun.
Well, it's going to be a good one. Sure, I'm already looking forward to talking to Coach coming up on Wednesday, get his thoughts on this game more in depth, and then we'll look ahead, of course, next week coming up Friday at CE King. Brian, as always, appreciate you. Nathan's over here. Nathan, slide in for those that are on the video. There's Nathan Hight giving him a wave out there. Nathan does a lot of work. This guy is playing octopus tonight. He was having to flip video. He's running scoreboard, and he makes his journey all the way here because he cares so much about this program. He drives almost 3 hours every weekend to be down here to help put on these broadcasts.
And we couldn't do it without him.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you very much, Nathan.
Melton Green was back onto our side, as well as TJ Garrett down on the field tonight, and, of course, Carlos Zimmerman. For Brian Adams and everyone back at KSAM, including Steve Ricks, our operations director, Parks running the board, and Nicholas, tonight we appreciate you. I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Hold your loved ones close, and don't ever forget how much those in your life mean to you. Friends, we love you guys. Looking forward coming up on Wednesday for the Coaches Show. And then on Friday, it's CE King. Again, appreciate you joining us. Score tonight, 21-6. Huntsville now 2-0 in this young season. The last non-district game next Friday. Until then, good night and God bless Huntsville.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and